right, so welcome back, everybody. This is session number 7 of our campaign. We're getting a name at some point in today's session, so I'm very excited about this. I just want to go over a few things before we get started. So first thing is, I thought the role-playing was really excellent last week, so I'm going to give everybody inspiration for today's session. So please mark that down, and just as a reminder, inspiration lets you add +2 to any attack or damage roll, an ability check, or a save. And please make sure to use it before the end of today's session. One more thing is I'm still working on understanding very tightly all the differences between investigation, perception, and insight. So I typed up what I found based on the player's handbook as well as what I found from the DM handbook and put them together in the same paragraph. So I posted that in the chat. If that's helpful at all, again, I'm still trying to get better at this. This combination of 3 is really difficult for me. So I'm trying to get better at it. So if it helps it helps me stay accountable, or if it helps you figure out, oh, it's a perception and not insight, then you can cut and paste this and keep this information. Again, let me post it a second. Sorry about that. Let me post it again. And I wanted to ask also before we get started, Simon and Toe, are you both out of spells?
I'm out of spells proper. I still have cantrips, but otherwise,
Still cantrips? Yeah. Okay.
Same. I'm out of spells, but I have the shape water.
So a short rest. Will a short rest replenish any spells? It's just a question to think about. Do you want to rest at some point, just in case there's another battle? But the party as a whole might also want to think, do you want any healing potions? Does Seebo have enough arrows? Just want to be sure that the party is prepared for stuff.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. All right. So where we left off from last time, our fighter Boo and a local fisher had picked up the bodies of Seebo and Nyx, who had fallen in the rat battle, and they took the bodies to the monastery of the Camellias for resurrection. Meanwhile, Simon was questioned by the police that morning before leaving jail and finally reuniting with the party. And once the party was reunited at the monastery, they met a curate trained as a paladin, a water genasi named Toe, who joined the group in order to better serve his god Ilmater. The party then decided that Seebo would be risen from the dead, and that Nyx's body would be prepared for embalming. Later that day, the party discovered some secrets beneath the hut of Ika the elf, as well as an oath-bound tree on the property of Cheeto, the scarecrow maker. And they found some scrolls in there in a language that they could not decipher. Captain Oko had also approached the party to dub them junior investigators and considers inviting them to a party the following night, hosted by the richest family in town. And the party's rule is that no one is allowed to wear any charms or garlic. This is meant to show a sign of strength, perhaps, against whatever forces are invading Rakxe. But meanwhile, it now seems that the Red Angels are being targeted, with both Gemos and Egum now being murdered. So, party might want to think, what is going on here, and what should they do about it? And the last moment where we left off, the party was finishing a very quick lunch by the Pordocks, and discussing what they needed to do the rest of the afternoon in their time in Rakxe. And so that is where we will pick up.
So, tell me, this Nyx, you all seem strangely attached to her. What did you like about her? Who was she?
She was a druid. She was pretty nice. She turned into a direwolf a lot. That was frankly annoying. She kept splashing us with mud. But mostly me. But yeah, that's about, yeah.
She was also very, very helpful because she often had she would often end up being a deus ex machina of sorts with regard to us being able to get things done. So, very helpful.
And in this world, I don't see that many gnomes unless it's my hometown or, neighbor's town or whatnot. So it was really nice to see another gnome friend in our party. And then she was always insightful. And then the thing that I liked about her is that she was always kind and always, considered others and all that. So, yeah, we do miss her.
I can see why it's kind of been tearing at you a bit over time. I'm sorry she passed.
Us too.
Oh, maybe, if you'd like, if it would help you move on, we could name ourselves something after her?
That actually sounds like a great idea.
Like the party name, we're not gonna rename ourselves, alright?
Yeah.
That's not what
No,
you
let's not all be Nix.
I mean, sure. You got any Wait, you didn't know her, never mind. Does anyone else in the party have any recommendation?
Oh, I do have one recommendation. If you're wondering about a kind of way to commemorate her past, you said she sailed, and we could be a crew instead of being something like a band or something else, like the crew of a ship.
Okay, but calling ourselves the crew would be kind of generic, so we should probably, add on to that.
So, Boo, why don't you add Direwolf in that equation since you hated it because it was so annoying?
Yeah, how constantly
frustrating.
Nyx would be like bonfire, fire, like that. Include that somehow. Her pyromaniacal tendencies.
I'm glad
it's not only her. Boo loves to set things on fire, so I don't think it's just her, but that's a good idea.
I was just
and I also figured out that she lunges things. Like whenever she's on battle, she likes to lunge at it.
How could we put that together?
So let's see. Bonfire, Direwolf, Lunge, and then Crew. So would that be a nice name for us?
What do you guys think?
Yeah, but it's a bit of a mouthful, so I vote we say we're the BDLC. BDLC. In official documents, That way, if we ever have to, draw up things for, loots or wills or purchasing property, we can be one of the clauses where it's, hereon referred to as BDLC.
Why would we be writing wills at any point in our adventures?
If we were merchants going to a party?
Nyx is dead.
For writing wills?
Don't you think that perhaps it might be a good idea? It's no.
Oh.
And you guys are way too optimistic about your life prospects.
Yes, I'm gonna become famous and get money.
Boo, if that's the case, we gotta start marketing ourselves, and having a name is the very basic.
Exactly, and that's why I think, on my humble but not really humble opinion, Bonfire, it's Bonfire Direwolf Lunge Crew is long and a mouthful.
Yeah, but we can shorten it. How about this? I came up with the idea.
I was just gonna say, but it does have a certain, you're gonna remember something this stupid.
Yeah, true. It's catchy. But I thought about a way to shorten it, so I was thinking maybe we can just shorten it by saying bonfire, lunch crew. So bonfire, so taking out the fire, so bon, and then dire wolf, so it's dire without the wolf, and then lunch crew, so bonfire lunch crew. It kind of
that's still kind of long though.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, the whole...
Does this mean that we are in agreement on this name?
We are in agreement on that.
Yeah, we're in agreement. I still don't think we should shorten it though, in my personal opinion.
Look, Boo, we can put you in charge of graphic design and advertising. How about that?
You know what? I'm not the biggest fan of that. I don't know how to make designs at all.
I'll do that.
Okay, yeah, Toe, you do that.
Why not?
Yeah. I will be the star and public figure of the group. I'll make all the public appearances, even though you'll probably also be there.
Maybe
there too.
All the public appearances that don't involve too much talking.
I like hearing my own voice, though.
Well, we can set you up with a wizard who can write down everything you say and then read it back to you in your own voice.
Exactly. Yes, I agree. I'm a big fan of that.
Anyway, so what exactly was on the docket for things we had to do? I
took notes.
Finish lunch.
Wonderful. Can we appoint Toe in charge of minutes for future?
I would be happy to.
Sure, yeah.
I've got a quick hand. Last I checked, we had decided that we wanted to figure out that message about patriarchy, translate the scroll with Tommik. Seebo, you need to see Emorin, and Simon, Captain Oku, wanted to see you tonight. And then there are also a couple of other things that, like the thing that Tommik mentioned with the islands, that we might want to do.
Yeah, we need to bury Nyx.
And bury Nyx. Which, yes.
Okay.
So, are we splitting?
Patriarchy thing. Wasn't it like, okay, you need to give a definition? Weren't we in the middle of that? Like, that was part way, or did we finish it? Did the voice go away?
We did not finish it. It was,
I just
we
said it was
heard
a
it.
dessert. Oh, I just said it was a dessert just so he can get it over with, because I don't know what that was really.
That was
Patriarchy as a dessert.
It is a dessert, but I don't know what that voice was, so giving it an answer seemed logical, I guess. I don't know.
Okay, so what's the first thing we should do? I need to be at Captain Oku's by 6. So, we have, what time is it now? It's just after, like, 12:31-ish. So
around 2:30 now. 2:30 in the afternoon. Yep.
Okay, so then we have about 3.5 hours. I have about 3.5 hours. I don't know what your guys' plans are and what we need to prioritize.
I mean, I should probably figure out this patriarchy thing, but, like, I'm not sure how I should do that when it was, like, a voice in my head and I have no leads. So, yeah.
If you'd like, I think that Tommik and we know each other at least a little bit, and he's a dwarf. So I was going to maybe take the scroll over to Tommik to have him translate it, and you could come along, because he's the town gossip, and he might know something.
Sure.
Why not?
Hopefully he doesn't curse me again.
Hopefully not, but it would be funny if he did.
I would.
So,
Funny is certainly an adjective.
it would be funny, and you would go to jail, and
No more jail. No more jail. Last time someone was in the jail, somebody died, including myself. So no more jail.
Long story short, I did not do anything that was wrong, but I did things that resulted in making me appear to be a threat to the city police. And so they decided to arrest me and say that I was drunk in order to get me off the street. And so that is why I was in jail.
I mean, you do act really suspicious in a town full of murderers. So,
I know, but like, where I'm from, most towns are full of murderers, A, and B, anyone who doesn't act the way I do would be considered unreasonably naive. So, I mean...
Sounds like a tough town. Is this for real, or is this deception?
This is for real!
Okay. I mean, you did start a fight with an old man the prior morning.
Yeah, that was unreal. That was a bit
And
overboard.
you did say you wanted to murder an orphan.
yeah.
That one was fine, though, because that was sarcastic.
Sure it was.
So is the party splitting up, or is the party deciding to go as a group to Tommik's place?
We're going as
What
a
direction?
group to time.
Yeah.
Alright. So,
Okay.
shall we? Wait, can someone help me put out this fire? Let's not leave the tree burning.
Uh,
Have water.
I don't have anything for that.
I mean, you're right by the water.
Oh, yeah.
No. I don't have a bucket. So,
You find
Can
the
I
bucket
show-
by the water.
Cool.
There happens to be a
stealing a
bucket on the
bucket.
docks.
that would be
In fact, several
stealing.
buckets.
And I'm not a bad person.
Is there anyone who looks like they own the buckets?
These buckets look like they were used to put out a fire this morning.
Oh, okay.
Fire just a bit south of where you're standing right now.
I can continuously... we can just set up a little chain, because we're not far from the water. And I can be over here, and you guys that way, towards the tree.
Sure, let's do that and put out the fire.
So you managed to put out the fire near the docks. Again, there's not so many people walking around at this point. You see people kind of like looking at your group very suspiciously, wondering what you're doing around Cheeto's house and Ika's house. But no one's saying anything. They're just kind of like looking at you and then walking away from you.
Alright, ready to go then? To Tommik's?
Yup, I'm ready.
Yep, here we go.
Let's.
Alright, so you make your way back south towards the rich docks and then turn left, walking west, and you come across a home that has all sorts of like salt drawings and runic symbols and different colors painted outside. This is definitely the home of Tommik the dwarf.
Okay, I'm gonna start knocking on his door to wait for him to come out. Or to get him to come out.
You hear some rustling of papers from the inside, and a dwarven voice calls out, "Hello?"
Hey, it's the adventurers. We're here for information.
Which adventurers? Which adventurers are out there?
The only ones who came to this miserable city.
Oh, must be Boo and friends. Hold on a
Exactly.
second, let me get the key. And some more fussing about happens, and Tommik opens the door and sees you four and says, welcome back.
Thanks
Hello.
for having us, I guess.
I just saw you this morning. What happened these past few hours?
We killed a tree. That's it.
Killed a tree. Interesting.
Cut a tree down. The tree attacked
Cut
us
a
first.
It attacked you? What do you mean?
Yes.
It living tree. It was living. It was alive.
Threw apples at it.
It was just outside Cheeto's house. That large tree, the sentient one.
Cheeto's house. Come in. I have some hypotheses to go over with you.
Thank you.
He lets you in, locks the door, and says, Listen, I'm trying to make a list of who I think the Red Angels are. And here's who I got on my list. Maybe you could tell me who's on your list. I think the Red Angels are Gemmels, Egum, Cheeto, Canuta, and Hobble. Who's on your list? Who do you think the Red Angels are? Because after what happened this morning, I'm mighty confused.
We don't have a... What's that noise? Anyway, we don't have a list per se. I don't think.
Well, you don't have to write it down like I do, but
Cheeto's probably super evil though. He's at least evil or just really mean. Either one. Yeah.
It could be that Aika was also a Red Angel.
Ego Man Aika. And Cheeto. Well, the last Red Angel is the one that everybody says is set 7 foot tall. So that's gotta be Canuta or Emorin. I don't know anyone else in this town that's quite so tall.
Right when he says that, I'm gonna like bend down a bit to not seem as tall.
Don't worry, boo. You're not on my suspect list. But what do y'all think? You think it's Emorin or Canuta? I have evidence for both.
Could be either, I think.
I would put my money on Canuta because we found some sewing kind of setup under Aika's house, and therefore it wouldn't make much sense to have a sewing center if the town tailor was in your group.
But wouldn't it make sense if the town tailor built that sewing center so people didn't know he was doing stuff in his shop?
Or just have like multiple tailors, because then you can just make more clothes. Could be either one.
I just can't figure out why Egum and Emorin would be friends. If I could figure out what the connection was, then I'd know for sure that he's one of the Red Angels.
We have some documents, actually, that we found hidden under the floorboards of Cheeto's house. And it's in Dwarvish, so we can't exactly translate it, but we're thinking maybe you could help us?
Yeah, I'm a dwarf. Can I see it?
Sure. Toe pulls out the 2 scrolls and hands them to Tommik.
Tommik pulls out some spectacles and, like, blows hot air on them and dusts them off with a rag in one of his many pockets, and sorts of fidgets about as he puts the spectacles on the bridge of his nose, and he reads the document and says to everyone, "This here is a contract between looks like Egum and Emorin. It looks like Emorin was teaching Egum how to sew. And Egum was giving him fish in exchange for fabric and thread. This is mighty suspicious, don't you think?"
Yeah, kinda.
It was hidden under a floorboard of Cheeto's house, but why would Cheeto have the contract?
Maybe it's to, like, spread, instead of, putting it in the person, that would be, like, maybe it's, like, because, like... To
reduce suspicion?
Yeah, to reduce suspicion, because, like, if they look through ladies, Egum's,
Egum.
not Egum, Egum?
Yeah, the lady dwarf.
Yeah, Egum. Yeah, sorry, there's a lot of names. If they looked through Egum's house and immediately found that would already take out both Egum and Emorin. So you gotta move the evidence to someone else's house and put it in a secure location, so they don't. So you find out less, but I guess we just found too much stuff and caught all 3 of them.
Boo, that is a mighty good hypothesis. If Egum asked Cheeto to hide the evidence in his hut, that proves that there's a link between Egum and Emorin, which means Emorin might be one of the Red Angels.
Yeah.
How could we?
Why? What is so damning about a contract between Egum and Emorin that involves learning how to sew and paying for it by fish? I know and she's sewing and whatnot, but why would they bother to draw a contract in the first place if it was so Candlestein?
That's a good question. What do you think?
Also, I have a feeling that is this contract even valid? Like, did Emma really sign this, or did somebody forge this?
I mean, I don't see the purpose of forging it.
Well, so the thing is that, people would think that, because Egum was learning, sewing from Emorin, because of the fact, it leads to sort of like the link with Red Angels. So if somebody were to make a contract and make it look like Emorin was teaching Egum, well, Emorin can be possible suspect instead of somebody else. So in this case, somebody might have forged this to disguise themselves with the link of Red Angel.
Seebo, why don't you take the documents and ask Emorin himself? Because he does trust you more than anyone else, so maybe he will spill the beans and we can catch him and take him to jail or something.
I could try and use Divine Sense, because I'm out of spell slots, but I could try and sense good and evil on this document. I don't know.
Does that locate like good and evil creatures, or like good and evil intentions?
It says, as an action, you can detect good and evil. You can sense anything affected by a hallow spell or know the location of any celestial fiend undead within 60 foot, not behind total cover.
Yeah, I don't think there's any celestials or undead or fiends. So, unless the entire town is just going to become a zombie movie and we're going to have to fight. Oh, sorry, movies don't exist. Zombie play. I saved it. Saved it. The fourth wall is intact.
I think Toe would like to use Divine Sense nonetheless.
On the scroll.
On the scroll and the area in general, I think it has a 60-foot range.
So, Toe, you're not detecting any vibrations from the scroll, but you are detecting an evil vibration from a crate that is in Tommik's living room. This looks to be like the same crate that he showed you yesterday, from which he withdrew some objects to give you.
Tommik, Toe senses some kind of vibration there. Is it okay if we check things out?
Well, in all my dealings yesterday and today, I was able to collect all these items that people gave me. I don't need all of them, but I don't want to get rid of all of them because they could be valuable, even if they are evil.
Okay, wait, where are you getting all these magic items? Like,
who are these people that you're referring to? Who's giving you stuff?
Yeah, the rich townsfolk.
They just have magic items to give out to you, and only you?
Some of them I do consultations with on how to protect their home, and how many charms they should be wearing, what incantations they should be making before every meal, stuff like that. I consult on a lot of matters of the occult.
Seebo wants to do a perception check on Tommik, the comments that he made, and also Seebo wants to check whether he translated the scrolls, like, truly, or whether he was lying about the translation.
I think this is an insight check.
Yeah, it's insight.
Okay.
Yeah. So let's do it.
Okay. So am I rolling twice or just once?
Just once.
I got 17.
Seebo, you feel throughout your... It echoes in your head that Tommik has been telling you the truth this entire visit.
Okay.
So, Tommik, are you saying that the little old ladies and people with dead relatives or who are sick, come to you to get a fix or talk to their relatives?
Yep.
Or
Yep, that's exactly what I'm saying. Sometimes I meet them outside the Temple of the Raven Queen, having grieved the lost one, and they come to old Tommik for a little bit of solace.
I see. And have you seen the good results of your actions that you've helped people?
Well, I don't visit their homes afterward, if that's what you're asking.
Oh, no. I mean, like, afterwards, seeing them walking around with whatever their issue was solved.
I'll tell you this, anyone who's come to see me recently, who's taken my advice, has not been murdered.
That's a pretty low bar, my friend, but I'll take it.
I would say I'm a good luck charm.
Tommik, would you mind if I pawed through the items over there? I promise I won't take anything. You have my word.
I've been meaning to give you all some new items, so I can show all of you, in fact, if you'd be okay with that.
Sure.
Sure.
Wait, why are you giving us these items in the first place? Do you just not need them?
I'm gonna go outside, considering the last time you decided to give out items.
I know you all are working with Oku, and so I trust you.
Oh,
And if I can help you with your investigation, I'd rather you be out there in the middle of the night and not old Tommik. I'd rather be in my home, in my bed, under my covers, or sleep.
Okay, fair enough.
Simon, don't go. Look, hold on there, wizard. I'm sure I got something in here for you, but I haven't researched all of these items enough to know which ones are good and which ones are foolish and which ones are evil. So how about I describe all of them to you, and maybe each of you could just pick one? Would that be okay?
Okay.
Thank you.
That sounds incredibly dangerous, but okay, I'm up for it.
Alright, so he pops open the top of the crate and he says, this one's really fun. I tried it on myself. This is a cloak of billowing. It's made of a fantastic navy blue fabric with golden trim. And for the kind of hero who's interested in having the wind go through his hair and rustle his cape at the bottom, it makes it seem as if a breeze is catching the tails of this cloak, giving you a full heroic shape.
Okay, so cloaks of billowing, automatically cool. But I want to hear the rest of the list before I say I want that.
Fair deal, boo. Let me tell you about this next one. This one over here looks like it's a brown derby hat. But if you are agile enough to put it or throw it on an enemy's head and say the magic word, it becomes a hat full of hot soup that falls out from under it, splashing on your target's face, scalding them and blinding them. It's pretty funny. Would be good for some stooges or something like that.
Yeah, I don't know any stooges, sadly. But, yeah, that one's kind of lame comparatively to the Cloak of Billowing. But soup is kind of funny, I guess.
Yeah, hold on. Does it have to be on to produce soup, or can you like hold it upside down and say the magic word and it will make soup?
Like I said, I haven't researched them fully enough. I know what the magic word is, so if you want to try it, maybe you'll take this one, Simon.
What else do you have in there?
This one here would be really good for a paladin or a cleric. It's called the Mace of Equilibrium. When you use it in a battle, every time you damage your partner, it simultaneously heals you. I think it's pretty cool.
Out of all of these, that one sounds the most evil so far.
Evil? Why evil?
It's healing.
Cloak of Billowing is just funny cape that, like, blows in the wind. The other one's like a soup hat, and, like, that one's this weird, like, healing mace. That could be, like, some vampire garbage.
Nah, it's practical. That's what it is.
Yeah. Boo, I don't disagree with you, because life has a balance. Somebody takes damage, somebody gets healed. That's just how life works. It's the circle of life.
Yeah, it could be totally cursed. I can see that one being the cursed one.
Well, the next one sounds cursed to me. I don't want it on me, and I would recommend that you take this one, but it's up to you. This next thing I have in my crate is called the Mug of Regrets.
Never mind, that's the cursed one. The Mug of Regrets.
When you drink from it, you black out and do something super chaotic, and for some reason, you cannot remember what it was that you did. All you have is regrets.
I don't need to do that to do something super chaotic and regret it.
We could use that on people we suspect as the killers, and we could, and they maybe go, they might,
What, and frame them? That's the objective. Get
no,
them,
but
like,
they could be like, I did it, I killed them, I'll do it again.
Yeah, if you can use a mug to catch a killer, maybe you'll take this one.
Yeah.
Is that all the things in the crate?
No, I got 3 more things in the crate. Tommik's a busy dwarf.
Yes, you are.
This one's probably a really good one for Seebo. It's called the Arrow of Destination. After you shoot this arrow at a target, if you hit the target, you then get teleported to where your target is.
Ooh, that sounds interesting.
It goes as far as 100 feet. But I only have one of them. So, pretty valuable. He rustles about some more and says, this one, I'm not sure what kind of magic is on it. It's pretty weird. It's called the Stone of Luck. And he turns it around and shows you a small symbol that's been carved into the stone. And Tommik says, see here, someone put a lightning bolt inside this stone. The person who gave it to me said, try as you might to get rid of it, but it keeps coming back to you. I have no idea what this is useful for, but if you think you can use it, you can have it.
Sorry, real quick, what were the other items?
I've been noting all of this down, and we've got a cloak of billowing, a derby hat of soup, a mace of equilibrium, a mug of regrets, an arrow of destination, and a stone of luck. And you said there was one more thing?
Yeah. It's the sweetest one of all. It's the socks of chocolates. They look like a pair of socks, decorated in wizard symbols. And when the wizard wakes up in the morning and says the magic word, most of the time, it produces a handful of chocolates. But some of the time, it produces a really cool magical effect.
Can I have the hat, please? If you'd be willing to give it to me.
The hat of hot soup?
Yes.
I'm so
Put it to
worried
good use,
with
Simon, is all I
that.
gotta say.
Thank
You can have it. The magic
What
word,
is that word?
the magic word is minestrone.
Minestrone. Thank you.
All I can see is like Simon in like an interrogation room and like putting the hat of soup on someone else and being like, "Fucking tell me if you did it right now, or I'll burn your face off."
Hold on. So since we just said minestrone, does the hat fill with minestrone soup?
No.
Said minestrone hat. Is the hat activate? Does it fill
No,
with soup?
well, Simon, I didn't put it on your head.
Oh, it has to be on someone's head?
Yeah. So you could use it to trick somebody. Maybe they put it on by accident, and then oops, you say the magic word, and they got burnt. Or maybe you could intimidate somebody, just like Boo said. Tell me the truth, or I'll burn your face off with hot soup.
Please don't actually
Yeah,
do
or-
that. Like, I don't want to burn someone's face off. That'd be kind of cruel.
Well, Simon, if you can put
Or
this
you
to
know
good use,
what?
you can have it.
I'll
Does-
take it.
Does my divine sense linger enough to let me pinpoint which of these items is the one emanating evil?
Your divine sense is not yet strong enough to figure out. You know that something in the crate is evil, but you can't tell what.
What?
Oh, hey, okay, I have a question for Tommik. Does he have any skulls in his house?
And what?
Skulls.
Only skulls of squirrels and rabbits.
Okay. Can I test the hat onto the squirrel and rabbit skulls?
Yeah, you could try, but these things aren't alive.
Yeah, I know.
Wait,
Try it on the tree.
I
Oh, it's dead
have
now, so we can't.
some holy water in my pack. I don't know if it would be helpful, but I could try sprinkling it on these items and see what happens.
Sure, why not? I mean, give it a try if you have the holy water on you.
Okay. Is that canon? Is that alright?
Yep.
Cool. So Toe goes around and he takes a couple drops and sprinkles it on the cloak of billowing
Nothing happens.
and
It gets wet.
the derby. It's wet. And Simon has a derby hat, so he goes to the Mace of Equilibrium.
Okay, nothing happens.
The Mug of Regrets.
Nothing happens.
Sprinkle it on the derby, please. Sprinkle it on the derby if you haven't already.
He walks over and sprinkles it on the derby.
It gets wet.
The Arrow of Destination.
Nothing happens.
The Stone
But
of
is
Luck.
it wet though? Is it wet? I need to know.
It got wet.
Okay, cool.
The stone got wet.
And the Socks of Chocolates.
They got wet.
Okay, so nothing. I've just sprinkled a lot of holy water around the room.
Does anyone particularly think one item is perfectly suited to them, or like?
Toe turns to the party and asks, "Do we have that shiny thing we found, or is that with Oku?"
It's in Seebo's pack.
Okay. Tommik, do you happen to have some kind of an amulet or something that you found somewhere or someone has given you?
I rightly do not. Why do you ask?
We found the other half of a silver amulet outside of Ika's house this morning.
He shakes his head and says, I'm a little afraid of what it might look like. Can I see it?
Toe looks to Seebo expectantly. Seebo?
Yeah. So, what do you guys need?
The silver amulet, the half of the silver amulet.
Okay. Yeah, here it is.
Tommik takes it from your hand, Seebo, and inspects it and says, this is just what I expected. It's Patasola. Patasola must have worn this amulet, and it broke when she fled by boat to go back to her island. That must be what this is, causing all the havoc in this city. I reckon we need to stay away from the docks.
What about the dogs?
The boats, and the boats go to the islands. So, we should stay away. Well, maybe you should investigate, but old Tommik, he's gonna stay away.
So how many islands are there, and what are these islands about?
Well, there's several islands out there. Some of them are where pirates used to keep their stuff rather than keeping it on land. But Rakxe's been a pretty safe city. That's why we have a wall. And we've been pretty good at not being a refuge to any kind of piracy.
Isn't there a pirate like walking around town though?
There are some pirates in this town, yes, but active pirates, not so many.
Fair enough.
I don't know what the meaning is of this amulet, but it's got to be something related to Patrisola. That's what I think.
And Toe hands the amulet, takes the amulet from Tommik and hands it back to Seebo.
Well, listen, I gotta get back to work, so if you want some of these items, I can rightly give them to you. But I have some other business to take care of today. So what do y'all want to do?
Thank you for the hat, Tommik. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome, Simon.
I'll take the billowing if you don't mind.
No problem.
Okay, cool. Wait, shoot, that goes against my whole color scheme. Oh no.
I will take the Mace of Equilibrium. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So I have a question. So we can only allow to take one item?
That's right.
Okay, I'll take the Arrow of Destination then.
You sure?
Yep.
Alright. I'll hold on to this stone and to these socks. And maybe I'll drink from this mug later.
Maybe not. Maybe don't do that.
Oh, old Tommik loves.
You know what? Maybe I'm just gonna take that mug too if you're willing to give that up.
Old Tommik loves experimentation.
It's called the Mug of Regret, man. Don't do it.
He also loves fermentation. That's why he's hanging out at the Red Eye all the time. Ale, beer, it's all there.
Actually,
you know, maybe
Tommik,
just give me the mug. Could
I return the mace and exchange it for the mug? Because this could be helpful.
Yeah, I'll hold on to the mace. You want the mug?
Yes,
yeah,
please.
I'll take the mug.
Alright, so here you go.
Thank you.
Don't drink from it, is my recommendation.
You were just about to drink from it yourself. You absolute hypocrite.
But you know, do as I say, not as I do.
Thank you again, Tommik.
I hope these items you'll find useful in your investigation. And I hope you stay away from the docks, because I think Patrisola is afoot.
Alright.
Maybe tomorrow, your party can come back to me and tell me who you think the Red Angels are, and we can put the mystery together. That sound alright?
Sure. We can see you tomorrow.
Just a quick question, Matt, with regard to the hot soup hat. So, the soup appears inside the hat, and then does it pour down the person's face?
Yes.
Yep. So, it's not like it appears on the... Okay, so it appears inside the hat. So, theoretically, if I got, like, a wooden trough that I could, like, fit around my head, and then put the hat on top of it, and said the word, the soup would spill down into the trough?
That might work.
Okay, thank you.
That's creative. That might work. One would have to test that out.
Yes.
And try not to get burnt. So now it's around 3:30 in the afternoon. The sun is still shining bright over the tin city of Rakxe. What are we up to now?
Well, wait, did we ever get those scrolls back, or did we leave those with Tommik?
Oh, he gave them back to you.
Okay. Well, I think that there's Emorin and Captain Oku. Maybe before you head out to Oku, Simon, do we want to go as merchants or as guards?
I'm for the merchant idea, but you guys, because it would give us more latitude with what we can do. And I mean, if you guys want, you could study up from Emorin and pretend to be cloth merchants or something.
Wait, wouldn't that be kind of suspicious? To be like, hey, can you teach us how to be cloth merchants?
Well, no,
And
we
we
could
have
just
no
ask
interest
them
in
about
cloth?
different kinds of cloth and what cloth looks like and what makes high quality cloth and where do you buy dyes and which dyes are higher quality than other dyes. So, okay, so where are the ports that the dyes come from? You know, how does that affect the cost of dyeing the cloth? What is the cost, for instance, of making wool versus
So, long story
versus
short,
linen?
we're going as
Oats.
merchants.
Well, we don't have to go as merchants. I was simply saying that's what we could do.
Wait, I could just go as like an instrument merchant and be like, oh, I'm trying to start my music shop business here. And because I do know how to play an instrument, so I could just be like, I can play this, and I want like more people to get into the arts or something.
Okay, here's my idea, right? We'll all go as merchants of things that we know a lot about, and we've been all sent out as a party from an investment group in another town. They're interested in seeing what the possibilities for investment are in many areas in the city of Rakxe, and so they sent a group with a wide variety of different knowledge points in order to sound out various different forms of business and shops.
Yeah. That seems logical.
Or I have a suggestion. How about you two become the merchants, and how about Toe and I become the bodyguards?
But we have to decide this as a group, unfortunately.
Right.
Otherwise, I would be entirely down with your plan.
All of us have to be one thing for the ease of
Entry.
yeah.
And it would keep suspicion off you to be all the same thing. It would help the captain, like, eliminate suspects and eliminate information if you're all doing the same thing rather than two different things.
Okay, and if that's the case, I guess merchant it is?
Sounds good.
Yep.
So we're going as an instrument merchant?
Let's try to make it as simple as possible. What's something we all know a lot about?
Fighting, killing things.
Okay, so how about we're weapons merchants?
Oh, good point. Good point.
Sounds good.
So the guardhouse is really not far from Tommik's place. Tommik's place, I mean, it's only a couple minutes walk away if you want to go directly to Captain Oku's.
So I thought that was just supposed to be me. I don't want you
That's
guys
correct.
to have to...
The others
yeah,
can go
yeah.
somewhere else.
You go off, I'll go, I don't know, I'll go get drunk or something.
Okay, but I mean, I did agree that I would go around 6, and it is not 6 yet, if I remember.
Correct.
Well, is there something else that we need to do? Well, I shouldn't be the one asking. I should be the one
Yeah, don't you
reading.
have a list?
I
Yeah.
do have a list. So we've got to figure out something about that message about patriarchy. Dang it.
Oh,
Got to
yeah.
ask Tommik.
Oh, I mean, we can't really do that actively because we don't know what, like, where it came from and who did the thing and who. Wait, do I recognize the voice that was in my head? I probably should have asked that a long time ago. But do I recognize it at all?
No.
Oh, okay, never mind. Yeah, we don't know who it is, and, like, we can't really do anything about it. Unless we can just go walk around the city and ask people, hey, what is the patriarchy? Which is an actual word, so they could just give us the actual definition and not be like, oh, here's the secret whatever.
Would it be a good idea for us to head over to, like, the islands? Or is that something that would take longer to do?
I
Or
don't think
more
we have
people?
time for that, to be honest with you. We have, like, 3 hours at this point.
Yeah, that would take
most.
it.
It would take a while. Anything else that we should be doing?
So I have a question. So, do you want me to hold on to those dwarf scrolls to clarify it with Emorin?
Yes, please. And speaking of which, wasn't your date or your meetup this afternoon?
Yeah, so I'm actually thinking about heading there soon.
Okay.
And, Simon, are you gonna go to Seebo?
Yes, I guess, I mean, you know what? I will go see if I can find, like, a carpenter or someone who sells bowls and see if I can get a bowl that would work for my idea, and waste the time that way before going to see Oku.
I am low on health. I have realized that walking this distance to Tommik is tiring me more than it should. So I'm going to head back to the monastery and try and get some healing.
Actually, yes, I gotta be honest with you, I think I'd probably want to head home and take a nap.
You could both take a short rest and wake up by 5:30.
Yeah.
I haven't been hurt at all, so I can just do whatever. I'll go to the bar and have some booze.
Who getting boozed?
Booze getting booze, indeed.
Yeah.
So Toe's going to the monastery. Are you taking a short rest, using a hit die to heal up?
I'm going to take advantage of me being a part of the monastery and see if I can get the cleric to heal me before I take a short rest.
Damn, taking advantage of your monastery like that. That's kind of not.
So we can say that you can get a discount,
Yes.
a 50% off.
And I'm going to go back to the inn and ask, what's her name, the innkeeper, about bowls, and then go take a short rest.
Okay, so let's do one at a time.
Weird.
So Toe, you can get healing at 50%. So one roll of Cure Light Wounds would be 25 gold.
It's kind of a lot.
What do you want to do?
I'm going to use a hit dice because I am poor.
Okay, so you're just taking a short rest, basically.
Yes.
Okay, Boo and Simon, you're going back to the inn. Boo is going to get some drinks.
Yes.
So it's a silver per drink.
Cool.
And Simon is asking Rukavita about bowls.
Yes, I'm wondering, I'd like to know if there's any bowls that have a hole in the middle that could possibly fit over my head, but stick to the top of my head.
Hole in the middle. Well, if a bowl had a hole in the middle, I couldn't use it.
Well, have you ever seen those cake pans where it's like a bundt cake? So it's like dipped around on the two sides, so the cake becomes like a bagel shape,
Yeah, Wizard,
like a crown.
This is an inn. This isn't a palace. If you wanted a really nice cake pan with a hole in it, go to the estates. Go visit the Orsos.
Simon, we could just make a hole in a bowl.
You don't have a bowl or a pan or anything shaped like this.
No.
All right. Well,
not.
thank you anyway. Thank you anyway. So I'll go upstairs and take a short rest.
Okay, so you can use a hit die and heal up as well. So,
well, I'm not injured. I just need
you're not
my
injured,
spell.
but you need spells. Okay.
I'm not injured. Yeah.
Boo doesn't need to rest because Boo is...
I'm at 17
healthy.
hit points. I'm cool. And I still have my heal. So
Seebo is going directly to Emorin's place, yes?
Yeah.
So Emorin's at the shop. It's around 4 in the afternoon. He's actually kind of closing up shop when you get there.
Okay.
He sees you walking in and he's like, oh, Seebo, I've been waiting for you.
Hi, are you closing shop?
I'm closing shop now that you're here.
Where are we heading then?
I think inside.
Okay.
Come on in.
on second thought, we should
Seebo goes in.
go alone
Okay,
with
so
someone who could be
Seebo's
murdered.
is not. in the shop. Emorin locks the door and draws the shades, and he says, "We should talk about life as you wanted to."
Yeah. So what's been going on? So what have you been up to lately?
What have I been up to? Well, I've been thinking of closing my shop and leaving Rakxe. It's getting really dangerous here, and some people are starting to whisper that I might be one of the Red Angels, and I'm not. I swear I'm not. But under all this cloud of suspicion, I don't know what to do, and I'm thinking I just need to escape this place. It's bad juju.
Where would you go if you were to go out of Rakxe?
Oh, maybe I'd go somewhere a handsome gnome would invite me to go.
Seebo giggles.
and Emorin giggles as well. but seriously, I have family in the north of this province. I would just make my way north and see if I could spend some time with my cousins, my aunts and uncles. Maybe I could set up a shop over there.
And what's the town called?
Oh, Spinaka. It's the northernmost of the Seven Sisters. Beautiful, big city, very diverse, lots of different kinds of people. You can. There's a magic school. You can become a carpenter or a bard. I love it there. The atmosphere is really fun. But
that sounds fun.
Yeah, it's a little crowded for my taste. But if it has less murders, I would move there. And I'm thinking about it.
So, who's there? So you mentioned cousins.
Yeah, my cousins live there. My aunts and uncles live there. I could stay with them for a little while until I get back on my feet, and maybe I could open my own shop over there.
What about your parents, and do you have any siblings?
I have a brother. He doesn't live too far from Spinaka. He lives near one of the islands just east of the Virlinian coast.
How long has it been since you've seen him?
Since my brother? About a year or two. It's been a while since I've seen that guy.
Is he tall as you?
We're both very tall brothers.
What about your parents? Are your parents tall?
My parents are shorter than I am. I'm not quite sure where I inherited this height from. Maybe it's because I ate so much. I drank so much milk when I was a lad.
So does that mean I should drink milk more, even though I'm gnome? Maybe I'll grow a little.
Well, I don't know if you came here to talk or to spend some time with me alone. So if you don't mind, Seebo, my bedroom's this way.
Maybe we shouldn't have left Seebo alone. Oh no! He's gonna get murdered. Potentially.
Who's jealous?
And Emorin winks. Emorin is clearly winking and leading Seebo to some romance.
Romance.
So
romance.
Let me just make this clear. So his current shop is where he also lives.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. So Seebo is gonna
listen, sweet one. If I'm rushing this, just tell me.
I'm fine with. So Seebo just blushes and then take Emorin's hand and then heads to the bedroom.
Okay, so Emorin and Seebo get busy for like an hour. Meanwhile, Boo runs into Yulisa, the harpist, at the bar.
What's up, Harpy? Wait,
and
no,
she
wait,
says,
that's not the
hey, what's up?
That's not
what's
the
up?
word harp players.
Harpist?
Yeah, harpist. I don't know. I don't play the harp. That would be...
What instruments do you know how to play, Boo?
I know the melodica. I know how to play myself. I know how to play cards. I know how to play mayonnaise, because that's an instrument.
She kind of like plays with her blonde, long hair and says, "You're funny."
Sorry,
You know,
I've been drinking a bit.
I see.
You
No,
cut
I was
the
thinking.
edge off.
I was thinking about our conversation last night and how I told you I have this guy I was thinking of in my hometown of Hazel Ward.
Are you gonna go see him?
I don't think so. I met some other guys that are staying here tonight in the inn, and they're going north. And I think maybe I need to just be more spontaneous. Ever since that night that you stepped into the bar and we played that melodious music, I think I need to follow my heart more. So I'm gonna pack up my stuff and get out of here. Rugovic is really being a meanie. She won't give me the rest of my salary for this month unless I stay. But this month has 15 more days in it. Why would I stay with all these murders going on? So I think I'm gonna get out of here. And I don't know, if you're willing to take a chance, I'd like to ask if you want to come with me. Because there are lots of places to learn how to play music up north. We could start a band. We could become bards. What do you think?
I would enjoy that. However, I do have to solve this murder because I'm kind of too deep into this now. At this point, I kind of have to solve the murder. I'd say probably stay a bit longer, and maybe we'll solve it before you have to leave, and we'll make it safe and stuff. But like, there's a lot of crime, so it's fair that you would leave. I don't know. There's a lot of choices.
You think I should stay longer in Rakxe?
Maybe. I mean, if we solve the mystery, then if you kind of left, it would be kind of weird, because then you kind of left your place of living because it's safer, but then it would be safe here anyways because we made it safer, and that would be weird.
You have a point, Boo.
Yeah.
I already got into a fight with Rukovinta about leaving, and if I tell her that I changed my mind, she could do anything to me. She could lower my salary, she could kick me out. I've already started packing all my stuff.
She's not exactly magic, so she can't do everything to you. But she can do a lot.
Well, promise me that you'll keep me safe, whatever happens. Maybe I need to think about this more. I don't know.
I mean, sure, I'll keep you safe. I'm expert protector. I've never protected a single person in my life, but I'll try hard.
Do you pinky swear, Boo?
I mean, I guess. I don't know. I've never pinky sweared in my life, but
Yeah.
sure.
Well, okay, so she does the thing, and she's like, I feel a little bit more safe right now. Let me think about this a little bit more. So many thoughts.
Okay. Why not just, have a drink? Take the edge off.
Well, if I'm quitting, I will definitely have a drink.
Oh.
But now you've got me thinking, maybe I shouldn't quit. Maybe I should stay. Oh, I don't know what to do.
Don't let me make the decision for you, because that would be weird.
Boo, just decide for me.
It is literally not my place to decide for you. It's your life. I just met you 3 days ago.
But wasn't that fun? Making music together?
I mean,
we could start a
it was
band.
Fun. It was fun, but don't let me make your life for you.
She turns away from you very despondent and says, alright, I guess I have some other things to consider. I'll talk to you later.
Okay, bye. I'm sorry for giving you good life advice.
Alright, so it's now around 5:30. Simon has woken up from his nap. Toe has also woken up from his rest. Seebo has woken up from his adventure.
Can I spend more time?
Emorin says, oh, he still has some energy, does he?
Oh god, no, he's gonna get murdered.
Dying
I'm
over
still
here.
worried about that. He's
Well,
gonna
Seebo,
die.
you do know I'm a tailor, and that means I'm very good with my hands. Toe, what are you doing?
Yo, if I ever play a monk, I'm using that as a pickup line. You know I'm a monk, I'm good with my hands.
Yeah.
Toe gets up and walks out and goes to the Red Eye to see if he can find someone to be helpful with.
Okay. So Simon's already making his way toward the guardhouse. Toe is now going to the inn where he's going to meet up with Boo. Seebo is going to engage in another hour of enjoyment with Emorin. So I'm going to ask all of you, except for Simon, to leave temporarily. And when this part of the quest is back on, I'll text you on WhatsApp to come back.
Okay.
Because this part is just a conversation between Simon and Oku, which could impact other things. So I want this one to be a private conversation.
Okay, bye.
See you soon. Good luck.
That's Thomas.
Now you're gonna get murdered too.
Yeah, seriously though.
Hey, nothing has to lead to murder, okay? We're having a good time. Perhaps Simon can have some good time with Oku.
You're having a good time with someone who could be a murderer and part of the gang. So
Doesn't that make it sexier though?
Seebo is
that
in so
makes it
deep.
weirder.
Alright, Simon, so you make your way to the guardhouse and you see the two evening guards who recognize you. They're the same evening guards who put you in jail the night before. But this time they kind of laugh and say, Captain Oku's waiting for you. Come on in.
Thank you. Yeah. Good evening. I hope you guys have a relatively easy shift, unlike when you had to drag me in yesterday. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, just keep the mouth at a minimum and everyone will get along, Simon. Welcome back.
Thank you.
So you enter the guardhouse again, and on the staircase you see Captain Oku. She's got a very serious look on her face, and she says, "So Simon, you've come to discuss an arrangement.
Yes.
I think you can help, and I think you need to communicate this to the rest of your party. There are two categories of why someone would murder someone using immolation and fire. Fire for gain or fire for threat. It could be that whoever is killing the Red Angels is threatened by their vigilantism and wants to take them out. Or it could be that whatever is killing the Red Angels is doing so for gain, for some sort of profit. Just not certain of the motive. In rare cases, a third category for arson would be a crime of passion. Like the murders of the Red Angels are due to vengeance in some way. But the only murders that I can think of are of the man selling cheese and his wife and child. And they were already murdered by the Red Angels. So there's nothing left. So what I need to figure out is what would be the motivation for who is murdering the Red Angels, because they're largely seen as a force for good in this city. Does this make sense so far, Simon?
Yes, following you.
But to take you on as a junior investigator means that you are on...
I'd like to clarify, I in no way wish to become a junior investigator. However, I was under the understanding that you had a quest of some sort that I might do for you.
Correct.
And yes, but
and if you fulfill this quest, I will grant you the regalia, the pin, of becoming a junior investigator, which would actually help,
I
being that your party could all be together. If you go rogue from the party, that creates more variables that we are trying to limit as a police force. Do you understand?
I totally understand that, and I understand the logic behind it, and it makes sense. I would be happy if you gave me a sheet of paper with some sort of special dispensation to walk the streets at night, if that meant that I could stay with the party. But I have to say, I don't think I could, quote-unquote, work for you.
Tell me
That's
why.
no offense to you. It's more due to me and my own personal ideas and values.
And what are those values? Self-preservation?
That, and I generally have discovered, as you probably have discovered as well, that I have issues with authority. And I know from experience that if at any point I put myself in a situation where there's another person who has authority over me, and they do something that I disagree with, that I will cause more harm than if I hadn't worked for them in the first place. And I know this about me, and since I don't wish to force you to deal with an unsubordinate employee, I think it would be better if we didn't have a paying relationship.
Simon, how would your life be better if you considered this potential relationship?
I would get money, and I would be able to walk the streets at night.
And you'd be able to investigate freely, which you cannot do without that pin.
Which is why I was suggesting instead a sheet of paper that would give me roughly the same rights.
The only symbol my men know is the pin. There is no alternative to that. And it's also too late in the day to consider an alternative to that. But let me ask you something. You said that you have trouble with authority. What is the greatest authority to you? Is it magic?
The greatest?
Power? The truth? What is it?
The greatest authority or the greatest value?
The greatest authority to you. Do you answer to you? Or do you answer to money? Or do you answer to fame? Or do you answer to truth? Or love?
I answer to myself, I would say.
Even if it means breaking the law?
Generally, yes, but I don't often break the law because generally that's not my self-interest.
I had an arrangement for you that I thought would be valuable enough to pursue in order to aid in the overall investigation. But now I have concerns.
But like I said, I'd be happy to do anything for you that you like. I have no issue with that or with working with you. It is simply the
But if
badge, but I have to wear it.
If self-preservation is more important to you than the truth, I'm not sure this proposal will be evaluated positively by you. It's truth and justice that I see. Those are the values I answer to.
Right. I have nothing against truth and justice. I think they're very helpful and virtuous, and without them in our society, most of us would be screwed. But, you know, the thing is that there aren't enough people who truly value truth and justice. But like I said, let's hear the proposal, and then we can see what...
Well, here's the proposal. We've had several witnesses outside of Ika's hut this morning report that Boo was the one who set Ika's hut on fire. This is arson.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have a confession from Boo that he did this. He is your friend and a member of your party. But someone has to pay for the crime committed against Ika and her property. It's unfair. You would not allow me to walk to your house and set it on fire and get away with it. And that is why we must preserve the law and order in this city.
I guess my question would be, what exactly is the law around arson, and how would you have to pay for it? Like, would
Jail
it be
time.
jail time? Would it be fine?
Jail
Jail?
time.
I see.
It's not just I who seeks justice, Wizard. It's the entire city of Rakxe who seeks safety by eliminating sources of fire and immolation. I don't think Boo is the one murdering the Red Angels, but it actually protects him from other people in town thinking that he is involved as a member of the Red Angel. Because he has been reported as having used fire to murder creatures in this town, which is the same
And
hallmark of whatever is killing the Red Angels.
Is that they died by fire?
Correct.
Well,
Captain Gemos was murdered by fire. Egum was murdered by fire. Several of the other guards in the guardhouse were murdered by fire.
I see.
I seek justice, Wizard, for my safety, for the city, and for the safety of the city. We serve the Raven Queen, and for her to protect us, we must bear witness to the facts.
I see what you mean. I am not sure how this would affect the badge issue.
I believe that you could be more useful in the overall investigation than Boo. It eliminates Boo as being a suspect by placing him in jail, so we know he is not one of the Red Angels.
I see.
You have other capabilities. You're a wizard. Fire is not the only element that you can control. And perhaps there is more value to you than you know. If you can prove your mettle by getting a confession from Boo, that would be enough to allow me to determine that you are worthy of this investigation badge. What comes with that, of course, is money and the title. But if self-preservation is really the most important, you should consider that.
I will consider it and get back to you tomorrow morning. Would you be willing to do that?
You don't have to get back to me. If you don't produce a confession, this deal is over, and we will never speak of it again. I will, in fact, deny that it ever occurred.
That's fine.
And you can see how influential my guards are. They can easily spread word throughout town about Simon the Disaster. Deceptive as always.
But as we've already seen, I have no trouble going to jail, and I'm perfectly happy to do so again. So I'm sure that we can reach some kind of agreement. For now, if you wouldn't mind, I'd like to get home before it gets dark.
Simon, do you understand the terms of this proposal?
I do understand the terms of this proposal.
Please consider it.
I will consider it. Worry not on that.
Tomorrow morning, I will meet your party at the inn and ask for your decision about whether you would like to venture forth as merchants or as my guards.
Yes.
And perhaps it will be a party of 3 and not a party of 4 that will be attending the party with me.
Perhaps.
Have a nice evening, wizard.
You as well, please.
I'm going to call everybody back.
Okay.
And we're just going to assume that Simon's made his way back to the inn because that's where Boo was and Toe's there now.
Right.
We're going to have to figure out what Seebo's doing.
Yes. But hold on, Boo.
Yes.
Get out of town.
I need to get out?
We need to get out of town.
Oh, we all do.
No, you and me.
Oh, why? Is there something Important.
The captain thinks that you committed arson and she wants to throw you in jail.
Oops. I mean, I did.
I know you did, but you did do it on purpose, and I don't think that jail would be the correct response. Anyway, we need to get out. You should go upstairs and, pack all your stuff.
Yeah.
So 3 of you are now at the Red Eye. Seebo is...
Sorry, did you say anything pertaining to me? Because I think...
Me?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, I was worried for a second. Everyone was quiet, so I got worried that something was said, and I just...
So it's around 7 o'clock. Dinner is being served to everybody. It's a silver each. Anybody who's having dinner. They take your order for mead as well. So anybody having mead, it's also 1 silver each. And again, not so many people sitting here. You see some travelers here. They're not wearing any blue charms or garlic. And Boo, you kind of guess from the story that Yelisa told you earlier, this is probably the traveling group that's headed north out of Rakxe tomorrow.
Okay, I'd like to go up to my room and pack all my stuff, please.
Okay, pack all your stuff, Simon?
Yep.
Okay.
Yes.
Have you told me that I need to leave too?
Yes, I've told you that you
Okay,
need to.
yeah. I'm gonna also start packing my stuff, because I'm big not into this.
Why?
Hmm?
Why?
Because Simon was like, you were muted or something during it, but Simon was like, we have to get out.
I told him that we need to get out of town because Captain Oku wants to pay me.
Yeah, so I'm big not into jail, and I think I should probably get out. Maybe I could possibly disguise myself and go under a new identity, but that would be kind of risky.
Toe follows Simon and asks, "What happened? Why are you packing?"
Captain Oku wants to put Boo in jail for arson, and so we're leaving. Feel free to say please and, solve the murders.
I might go to the tailor's and get some clothes just so I can look like a different person. I'm big not into jail. That jail.
Okay, well,
because I did burn a lot down, and potential evidence down. So.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave immediately. I'm getting all my stuff together and leaving now. I'm going to I'll wait for you at the inn that we tried at the first time. What's it called? Do you remember? It was
The Liar and the Troll.
I'll be at the Liar and the Troll, and I'll wait for you.
The poison one?
There, okay? The Liar and the Troll.
Yeah, I'm cool with that, yep.
I'll be here until 11 o'clock at night. If you are not there before that, I'm leaving.
Okay.
It is 7 o'clock at night.
It's around 7 now.
Yeah.
So wait, are you both packed, and have you already left the room?
I'm just leaving. I'm walking out of town.
And Toe is meeting you in the inn, seeing this and asking questions, right? So you're actually like downstairs. Because Toe doesn't know where the room is.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, can I follow Simon upstairs? Like, did I see him in... Okay,
so the 3 of you are upstairs.
Yes.
In the room. Okay, together.
Mm-hmm.
Got it.
Mm.
Could you wait camp around the Liar and the Troll if you don't trust it, and I'll meet you there by sunup tomorrow if I want to join you?
Like I said, I'll be there till 12 tonight.
Okay, till 12 tonight.
Yeah.
Sounds fair.
But if you'd like to send me a message somehow that you intend to come, then I may be able to wait longer or go start out. Because the thing is,
And this is all because Oku just wants to jail Boo?
Yes.
Yeah. I
Okay.
do not want my career killed this quickly by, the prospect of going to jail. So, yeah, I really don't want that. Yeah, I'm gonna start packing my stuff. Or wait, I've already packed my stuff. I guess should I go... I'm gonna go head over to Emorin's tailor shop so I can get new clothes and a disguise, hopefully.
And I'm walking out of town.
One person can't do something that's like 50 times as fast as the other person. So you have to be doing things at the same pace.
Okay, well, I mean,
They're all leaving the room first.
Yeah, so we're leaving the room, going downstairs, and then walking out of town.
Okay, what is Toe doing?
Toe is going to go back to the monastery and pray.
Ooh, okay.
Hold on a second. I have to...
Pray for what? I'm gonna go to jail.
Alright, so... These three are leaving town. I'm gonna show you my screen in a second.
Okay.
That's why I needed to... you all can't, be in... So, one at a time... as a group, you're leaving the room, you're leaving the inn. I'm with you.
Yeah.
Yep.
Long story short is I don't like Captain Oku, and I do like Boo, and so that's that.
Boo, you didn't ask for more information about this?
I mean, it's logical that I'd go to jail. I did burn down a house. Well, wait, no, have I burned down 2 houses at this point? I've burned down a lot of stuff.
You also broke into a house, I don't know.
Yeah, I've broken into a
that.
couple houses, and I know that, it's my job to solve the murder mystery stuff, but, I've done a lot of crimes that would, not be passable, even if you were, hired to do this by the, guards and people who protect the town. It's, kind of started a fire. It's kind of not good. Oh,
as you leave the room, you hear a number of screams coming from the main floor of the inn.
Holy crap.
And when you come down the stairs, you see almost everything on fire. In fact, there's a huge fire in front of you as you try to exit the inn.
I'm gonna raise my hands and go, not me this time. Nope. It was not my fault.
Is there water somewhere upstairs?
There's water here on the ground floor, but right now there's a giant fire in front of you, preventing you from getting access to the beer or the water.
Don't have anything weird.
Can't quite see around the corner just yet, but I'm showing you on the map. There are 4 dead bodies on the ground.
Oh.
The bodies of Rukavinta, Oaken, one of the stewards, Yalisa, the harpist, and Dez, one of the other stewards working there. You see, making noise and kind of rolling around the room, the owlbear head that used to be on the wall seems to now have taken life. And it is using its beak to kind of prop itself up and roll around on the floor, kind of pecking at the wood and pecking at things.
Okay, Toe is going to run through the fire.
I'd like you to all roll for initiative.
Oh yeah.
Well,
that's pretty brave.
And then we can try to run through the fire.
Okay.
Okay, I got a 9 for initiative.
I got 18.
15.
Okay. The owl rolled a 19, so the owl's gonna go first.
Oh, gross. Disgusting.
Owl is gonna go over here. That's the end of its turn. Boo, you're next.
Cool. I can't get past the fire that's in front of us. Maybe I can.
You can try to jump through it. It's a dexterity check.
Cool. Yeah, I'll try to jump through it. I'm cool with that. I'm not gonna get set on fire.
So So we're gonna make this a dexterity check at disadvantage.
Get set on fire. That is a dexterity check. That's a 9. I rolled a nat 20 on my higher roll, by the way. I'm really salty.
Will you make it partway through the fire, but catch 6 points of fire damage before you land through on the other side?
That's not something I want to happen. Okay. Well, is that my action for this turn?
Yeah, that's your action for this turn. Plus you have a bonus action.
I don't like that. Have I used second wind today? I don't remember.
You have.
Oh my god.
And you use action surge already.
Disgusting. Yeah, okay, that's the end of my turn.
Alright, we're on to Toe next.
Okay, Toe is going to attempt the same thing, and I assume he also has a disadvantage?
Same thing, yep.
Okay. I don't know if he has immunity. Oh, no, I have resistance to acid damage, but I have no resistance to fire damage. Dang it. Alright, so... Ouch. Okay, that is... plus... The dex is... 11.
Yeah, so you've taken 5 points of fire damage as you try to leap through. You managed to make it to the other side, but you've been singed and you're hurt. Like flames and smoke. It's really it's really like the inhalation that's really getting to you of soot and smoke. Yeah, so the Red Inn is on fire. Simon?
Is there any windows on the upper floor?
On the upper floor, yes, but it's a raging fire now on the upstairs floor as well.
Oh, on the upstairs floor as well?
Yep. You're like trapped in this stairwell.
So I can't get out of there? Okay. Could I use any of my spells to try to break a hole through the wall? Like, how thick is the wall?
It's about... It's a stone inn, so we can say maybe...
Oh, it's a
6 to 10
stone
feet.
inn?
Mm-hmm. The outer walls are stone. Actually, that's not true. It's all wood. This whole building is wood.
Yeah. So how thick is the wood?
This building was wood. I could have cut through.
I'd like to cast magic missile at the wall next to me.
At the wall next to you.
Yes. To like try to break a hole through it.
Okay. So the wall needs to make a saving throw. Is that right?
Yeah. Let me check.
Yeah, it's gonna miss.
It hits the wall?
Yeah, so roll damage.
Roll damage, okay.
Yeah.
It's 3 darts, so 15 damage total. I got a 4 on that, so that's +1.
So these 3 magical darts kind of hit the wall, and it's starting to like... The wall's pretty sturdy. This is an old inn, but there are parts of the wall that start to disintegrate. It's not so fragile now that you can just punch it and get through, but parts of it have disintegrated a little bit.
Okay.
The owlbear is just going to go up here and start attacking Boo with its beak and its claws.
Nice.
It hits you. It pokes you with its beak for 10 points of piercing damage. Kind of like just poking with its giant head. Oh, that's a natural 20.
Yeah, okay,
and with its
I'm out of
claws, it slashes at you for 20 points of slashing damage.
That does all of my normal health? I'm dead. That would have been a one-hit kill, so, yeah.
You're not dead though. You still have do death saves.
Yeah, I still have death saves.
Okay.
But...
That's the end of its turn.
Okay, Toe is going to lay on hands, Boo, and imbue him with 2 hit points.
That's not really gonna help. I would suggest just saving it for yourself.
But, I mean, I don't know. Attacking versus saving Boo?
Saving me so I get immediately hit by the owlbear a second time. And I'm a frontlines fighter, so it's just gonna be me going up to it again with my long swords and getting hit another time for me to die.
Okay,
so
Toe
just save it
is just going to charge the owlbear and hack at it with his battle axe two-handedly.
Do it.
Alright. That's an 8 to hit.
That misses. The axe. You try, but the fire and the smoke is just really getting to you, Toe, and it's really hard to concentrate, and you miss the owlbear.
Dang it.
I'm in. I wonder if you would have hit the owlbear first, and not the wall.
Yeah, I'm getting out of here.
Yeah, run away.
I would like to cast magic missile again. 2 darts at the wall, 1 dart at the owlbear.
Okay. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay. I put the wrong place. Okay, so that would be that's 8 damage and 4 damage on the owlbear.
Okay. So the owlbear gets struck by one of the darts. You don't see any effect on the wall with these darts. So the same damage that you saw from before, it looks to be like the same impression or indentation in the wall. It's about the same. So it's going to need a lot more force in order to break that down.
Okay.
That's the end of round 2. The owlbear is now going to attack Toe. That's a miss, but the second attack hits. That's 10 points of slashing damage on Toe with its claws. Ow! And the fires are just getting hotter and hotter. Toe, it's now your turn. So one thing you could do that I don't know if anyone's done before is called disengage. That's when you try to run away and they don't get an opportunity attack on you. And right now there's actually room to try to sneak out and go through the front door.
Okay.
I can't disengage. Wait, none of us have... Isn't that only like a rogue?
Do you have that action on your character sheet? I thought you did.
No, because I'm a fighter.
I think I do, but I'm gonna look just to make sure.
Yeah, I could be wrong.
Yes, I have disengage.
Yeah, I thought Toe had it.
I do. So, Toe
It's up to you. I'm just mentioning it because I don't know if other people have tried it yet.
Yeah, well, I will be completely unhelpful if I die. So, Toe is going to flee out the door and run around to the wall that Simon was hitting and hack at it. That is like the plan. I don't know how much I can do in this round.
Side. Wait, what's your speed though? What's your
30.
speed? So you can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's as far as you can get. Is right outside the front door.
I gotta say, I'm
cool,
surprised but appreciative.
All right, I'll do that.
Simon, it's your turn.
Okay. So in that case, if you're coming around to back me up, Toe, then
yeah, because I called that out.
Yeah, then I would like to throw. I'd like to slingshot at the owlbear.
Okay, go ahead, go for it.
Okay, so got an 18.
That hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
I got 4.
Right, tell us how you use your slingshot.
Eyes in the eye direction.
Okay. It squawks a horrible squawk once you smack it in the eyes with your rock. Ah! That's the end of round 3. It's at the top of round 4. The owlbear is now going to try to enter the fire and try not to get hurt. Try not to get hit. So good news is the owlbear is now on fire, but bad news is that it's right next to Simon. And it is going to attack Simon with its claws and beak. Oh my god. Simon, both attacks hit. The first attack strikes for 10 points of piercing damage, and the second that's with its beak, and the second attack with its claws strike you for 10 points of slashing damage.
I'm out. /dead.
Okay, so I'm the only one alive, and I don't know that you're dead.
That's correct.
Okay, so Toe is going to hack at the wall where he thinks it was weakened.
Well, I mean, I can still do saving throws, right? Or whatever those
Yeah.
are. Okay, I don't know how that works.
So your max speed is 30. That's as close as you can get. So you're actually 5 feet away from where Simon was damaging the wall.
Okay, so I'm just going to stay there and wait for my next turn. I want to hit the wall where it's weak and get through.
Okay. Toe, you also are noticing there are huge fires coming out of the second and third floors of this building. And it looks like the building at some point could fall apart.
Oh my gosh. How far away is the guard's house?
About 10 minutes walking east.
Okay, not happening in a couple rounds. I'm still going.
Excuse me.
Is the tailor closer?
It's about the same distance. That would be going north.
Can I pray?
Yeah, right.
Okay. Toe gets down on one knee and puts his battle axe on the ground with his hands on the hilt, and he puts his hands together in the sign for Ilmater, closing his eyes and praying with as much fervor as he can. Oh, Ilmater, hear me, please. I don't have the strength to save these, and I don't ask that you do. I only ask that you keep them alive until I have the chance to help them. Please lend speed to my feet and shield the lives of my friends. And if they do so, I promise that the first thing I do will be to dedicate to you all of the wealth that I have, and to pray every night for an extra hour. In the name of all that is good and all that is living, I pray to you fervently. Amen.
I forgot to give Boo his first death save. So Boo, you could roll your death save first.
Inspiration. It was a nat 1. Never mind.
No, use the inspiration on that, because that way you won't take double.
Yeah, but inspiration. That's 3. 3.
Yeah, so you have 1 fail. Simon,
okay.
you want to roll a death save?
I don't know how this works.
You roll a d20.
D20.
And if you want to use inspiration, you get to add 2 to that. So you will need to tell me that first before you roll.
Okay, I got 16.
Okay, so that's a success. You need 2 more successes in order to come back to life. I think it's now round 5. The owlbear is still on fire, and it's gonna move over here. That's the end of its turn. Boo, if you could make another death save, actually.
Another death save. 11.
Okay, that's a pass. So it's now your turn.
Okay, I'm going to run and try to get Seebo from Emorin.
Okay, so each round is only 6 seconds. That's gonna be way too far away.
No, and the monastery isn't nearby either.
The monastery is right across the street from the tailor shop. The Temple of the Raven Queen is pretty close. You could get there in a few minutes.
But isn't the guardhouse closer than the Temple of the Raven?
No, the guard's house is with the tailor's shop.
No, the guard's house is east. Tailor shop is north.
Dang it. What do I do? Could I tell in any way, shape, or form how weakened this owlbear head was?
Before you left, it looked like it was pretty strong.
Yeah, okay, cool. No. And I have to get help from somewhere. I'm gonna go to the Temple of the Raven Queen, because it's the closest.
Okay. So you're just gonna run in that direction.
Yep.
Okay. So that's the end of your turn. Simon, you can make another death save.
Okay. I got an 11.
Okay, so that's a pass. You need 1 more. Then you have 3. at the top of the next round. This owlbear is just gonna go back over here, and that's the end of its turn. Boo, if you could make another death save.
Death save. That's a 6. That's another failure.
Okay. So you're at 2 fails, 2 passes?
No, 2 fails, 1 pass.
2 fails, 1 pass. Toe is still running towards the Raven Queen. Simon, you can make another death save.
That's a 3.
Okay, so that's 1 fail.
Also, I'm using dash because if I'm in combat, I can go faster.
Gotcha. As the start of the next round, the owlbear is not going to do anything. Boo, if you could make another save, please.
Yep. That's a 12.
Okay, so that's a pass.
My turn?
So, you've made it to the front door of the temple to the Raven Queen. What are you doing?
I'm going to. Is there a door closed, or can I just run in?
You could push open the front door.
Okay, I'm going to push open
door.
the front door and call loudly for help and someone who can fight.
So what do you say?
What do you say? Get help! 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 I need someone who can fight or someone who can run fast to get someone who can fight. Please!
Okay.
Or heal me.
So there's an old lady there dressed in priestly robes. Priestessly robes, as it were, who starts hobbling towards you. And she says, don't worry, I can help. And she's like hobbling in your direction.
Can you heal me?
That's the end of your turn. Yeah, only 6 seconds, so you'll have to ask that at the top of your next turn. Simon? Next death roll, yep.
Okay, that's a 12.
One more time?
12.
Okay, Simon, you have risen from unconsciousness. You now have 1 hit point. You are not on fire.
Okay.
And I'll let you have a complete turn. So if you want to like heal yourself or do something, you can do that now.
I don't think I can heal myself. I gotta be honest with you.
Yeah.
I can't use one of my hit dice, right?
Not now.
Right, okay.
Yeah, I don't know why the party didn't go buy healing potions before.
Yeah, I didn't really think that you could buy them, I guess. Anyway, I would like to run up the stairs and jump out one of the upper story windows.
Simon, from where you're standing, you can see that the fire is raging even harder than it was before, and it would be certain death for you to go back upstairs.
I would like to run out the door.
So so this fire, by the way, is in front of you. So you got to run through the fire first.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I forgot about that. So how possible would it be for me to get through the wall as it is now?
It would be very, very difficult. It's still quite sturdy.
I would like to run through the fire and try to get out. It's with disadvantage, right?
That's correct.
Okay. That was awesome! It's a 17 with disadvantage. Thank God. I rolled 17 and I rolled a 20.
It's almost as if Simon has channeled the spirit of Simone Biles and has done like a double tuck somersault through the air, over the fire, and has landed next to Boo's still beating body. He is completely unscathed of any flames. I think that's the end of your turn.
That was amazing.
It's the start of the next round, and the owlbear is gonna move back over here and just wait.
Oh, crap.
Boo! Time for a death
save.
This is it, right here.
That's a 14, so I'm back up at 1.
Boo is back at 1 hit point. Boo is now alive. And I'll let you take a full turn, Boo.
Okay, so... have we broken the wall? Yeah, because you're out there. I'm gonna run out of the place, the bar, if that's possible.
I don't think so. What's your speed? Is it
Is any
25?
exit? No, it's 30. Or wait, is that the only exit? Oh,
Yeah, that's the only
shoot,
exit.
Sorry.
You have to go by the owlbear.
Yeah, I stopped paying attention for a second to do something else, and yeah. Okay. I'm gonna throw my hand axe.
There are no good options, it's hard to
Okay,
decide.
throw it.
Yeah. It do be hard to decide sometimes. 15 plus 6, 19. So that, I'm guessing, hits.
That's a hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
And then d6 plus 6. That's 7 damage.
Very good.
I rolled a 1.
So you strike this owlbear with your hand axe. It is now bleeding and on fire. It's screeching a horrible owl screech. Like, I don't know, something like that. Toe, it's now your turn, and you're noticing that the 3rd floor is now completely on fire, and it looks like it's going to collapse at any moment.
I can see that from the
You see
temple?
that? Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm assuming you're leaving with this old lady. But maybe not. Maybe you're waiting for somebody else.
No. I'll leave with the old lady, asking her if she can heal me.
She's like, yes, I can heal you. I'm gonna lay hands. And she heals 6 of your 6 hit points.
Alright. I'm going to be stupid.
She says, there's a fire across the street.
I know. I'm going to go try and fight it as best I can.
You both look up as you see like fire shooting out from the 3rd floor. It looks like the 3rd floor is about to collapse at any moment.
Toe is going to bolt for the red eye.
Okay. Simon, it's now your turn.
You said the owlbear is already on fire.
Correct.
I'd like to cast Burning Hands at the owlbear.
Ooh. Okay, so go ahead. What is that, a saving? Do I need to do a saving throw?
You may.
It's a saving throw. It's a dex
Saving throw?
save.
Yeah.
Okay. On what, wisdom?
Dex.
Dexterity.
Dex.
How do you remember
Yeah,
this?
Burning Hands, Dex.
Because I just kind of remember stuff like that. Also, I've played like 4 sorcerers, and so hands was on. This is not the first time I've played an arsonist. This is not my first rodeo, basically.
Alright, owlbear on
Yeah.
alright, dexterity. And what's your spell saving throw class, Simon?
My.
Yeah,
Oh,
because
no,
he
it's
needs to beat
dexterity.
whatever your saving throw class. Yeah.
Okay. Well, what is that on a successful save? Oh, so I need to roll a saving throw.
No, I need to roll a saving throw, but you get to your stats determine what the number is that the target needs to beat.
Okay.
So
Well, I
he's-
have 11 on dexterity. 11 is there.
yeah. So you spell attack roll. You d20. You need to roll a d20. You want to add your ability modifier and your proficiency bonus.
Okay. Got it.
So
I was not there. I will do that now.
okay,
Okay, I got a 9
total or with the bonuses?
total. Like
Total.
with
Okay,
bonuses.
so he makes the throw. He makes the saving throw, and he takes half damage on a
Yep,
successful throw.
so-
So you still roll damage.
Okay, so he'll take 3 points of damage.
Okay. Okay, he's clearly wincing now. He has an axe stuck in his side. His plumage is on fire. And he's looking very angry at the two of you that are somehow still alive. It's now the start of the next round. He's going to move forward and attack Simon. First with his beak. His beak misses. His claws hit for 10 points of slashing damage. You're unconscious again. You're unconscious again, yeah? Okay. That's the end of the owlbear's turn. Toe, you're still running back towards Red Eye?
Yes.
This old lady is about 10 feet behind you. She's kind of keeping pace, but she's not as fast as you.
Okay. Can I call back to her? Don't follow me. Go get help.
Oh. Okay, I'll go back then. I'll get help.
Okay, thank you.
She hobbles her way back to the Raven Queen temple. Anything else, Toe?
No, just gonna keep running. And if I can... No, I can't. It's okay.
Simon, oh, wait, are you unconscious?
Saving throw? Yeah.
Yeah, let's get a death roll going.
Okay, I got a 5, so that's a fail.
5 is a fail, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so 1 fail. It's now the top of the next round. This thing is gonna attack Boo.
Okay.
First with its beak,
Yep.
and then with its claws. Both miss. It's getting very upset. It's like flapping its wings, and like poking at the air. But it missed. Boo, it's now your turn.
Cool. Okay, how does disengaging work? How does that work again? I'm so...
Disengage is like your full action. Basically, you run away.
I remember how... I know how the mechanic works. I don't remember, like... Is this a rogue? Like, what? I don't remember reading this in Slider. I wanted disengage, but, like, I don't remember how it works. Do I have disengage?
I think you do.
I cannot remember how, and it's not on my character sheet, so I'm
192.
Here, I'll look it up.
I'm trying to find it.
Yeah, it's on page 192. If you take disengage, your movement doesn't provoke opportunity attacks.
Yeah, but isn't it only like rogues can disengage or something?
I thought that was for everybody.
I think rogues can maybe disengage as a bonus action, but other people have to use their full action.
Oh,
that's what it is.
That would make sense. The problem, though, right now is Simon's boxed you in. You can't go anywhere except for fire.
Yeah.
Well, actually, you could try to jump over Simon's corpse.
Run at the owlbear when I'm about to die.
That's not disengaging.
That's opposite. Okay, you know.
Try jumping over Simon's corpse to
would
the left.
Would it be a bonus action to drink something?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm drinking the strength potion I have, and I'm going ham. Okay, cool. Drinking strength potion is a bonus action. Long sword attack the owlbear. I'm going out in style.
Let's do it.
That is 9. Does the strength potion add anything to my attack roll?
Yeah, it adds 1.
It adds 1?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a 10 to attack. Does that hit it?
That's not hit.
I rolled a 5. God. Okay, cool. No, never mind. Yeah, okay, yeah.
That's the end of your turn.
Yeah, that's the end of my turn.
So, you're getting very close to the entrance. You're now also... you are now seeing the 3rd floor is partially collapsed, and now the 2nd floor is burning and spitting out wood that's on fire. You can hear screams of people that must have been still in their rooms when this was going on, and it's looking like a horrible scene right now. But now it's now looking like the 2nd floor is about to collapse.
Does it look like it's dangerously close to collapsing over my friends, where I last saw my friends, or over the back area of the inn?
It's looking like it's dangerously close to falling, and that the first floor is due to fall next. The ground floor is due to fall next. Everything is on fire.
We are so
Okay.
dead.
I'm gonna essentially just kind of say, can I run into the inn with my action?
It's 30, right?
It's 30, yeah.
Yeah. So you can get right to the front door.
Okay, I'm going to dash between Boo and the owl bear and scream, "Get out of here."
At the owl bear?
No, at Boo.
Good idea.
Maybe not scream, more like strongly suggest.
Yell.
So you're gonna enter the inn.
I want to get between Boo and the owl bear. I'm going to use my action to literally
There's no
become a human
space.
There's
being.
no space there, though.
Space
I
there.
can.
Hold
Dang.
on, don't you have a giant, like, battle axe?
I do, but I can't get close enough to hit it, and I don't think it's throwable.
Yes, you can, because the doors are right here.
Not throwable, but
If you enter, well, yeah, you'd have to throw it because you are not close enough to just strike it melee style.
Can I throw a battle axe, even though it's like a huge thing?
I don't know if you're proficient at throwing such a thing,
I don't
but
know.
miracles can happen.
I'll throw. I actually have a dagger on me, so
that's gonna do like nothing.
ah,
Unless it's really low.
I don't know. I will throw the dagger because it's better than doing nothing, and maybe it'll anger it enough to look towards me.
Maybe.
Well, hold on. If you dash, can you dash and attack?
No, dash is an action.
That's what I thought. So if you dash, you can get into the building, but you can't also throw your dagger, I don't think.
Oh, okay. If it's a dash to get into the building, I'll just
Yeah.
be in the
So
building then.
regular speed, you can get right to the front door, and that could be the end of your turn. Or you could dash and then get into the building, but then you couldn't use a dagger.
Alright, I'll dash and get into the building and tell Boo to leave if he can, or that I'll
I think
take
he'd
the
like to.
damage for him.
I can.
I bet he would.
I would like to leave, but
I don't want to be comforting, but I don't know.
Alright, so that's the end of your turn. Simon, it's your turn to make another death roll.
Death roll. Alright. I got.
I am inside the.
13 is a save, so that's one success. That's the end of that round. We're now starting the top of the next round. The owlbear is going to attack Boo. First with its beak. It misses, and then with its claws. And it misses again!
dang.
Yes! Boo!
It's like
Wow,
flapping its
you're
wings. It's really
right there.
angry.
Your
Like,
body is right there. I
your
can't
hand
move.
axe is like right in its side. It's like, what's happening?
Cool, I'm gonna
Boo, it's your
attack
turn.
it. I'm gonna attack it again because I don't want to jump over your body because I could fail and crush you.
Yeah.
And I'm not willing to jump through fire because I'm at 1 HP. So I'm just gonna keep attacking it with my long sword.
Alright, let's do it.
Wait, also, why isn't there
Oh
any
my
more-
god! I rolled the 5 again.
No!
I'm sorry, that's gonna be a miss.
Okay, cool.
You
Never
have
mind.
bonus
Sorry
action?
for shouting. I can't do anything because I used action surge
Use all
on
of
the
it.
tree.
Yeah.
And also my other abilities on the tree.
That's the end of your turn then.
Yep.
So Toad, now
Okay.
you're inside the building. What are you doing?
I'm going to go to the owlbear and try and skewer it. Is my longsword long enough to, skewer it into the ground so that it can't move?
You
Is
try to
the
poke it in the
longsword-
bottom to put it into the ground?
Yes.
Yeah,
I'm trying
let's-
to pin it into the ground.
Okay, so roll a
While
d20.
doing
Let's see.
damage. Okay, let's see. Oh, that is a 6 to hit.
You managed to slice off some feathers, but nothing is pinned to the ground except maybe your hopes.
Wah, wah, wah.
Burned.
That's the end of your turn. Simon, let's get another death save going.
Alright. 14.
That's another success. So one more, and you're back to life. That's the end of that round. The owlbear is now once again going to attack Boo. With its beak. It hits with its beak for 10 points of piercing damage.
Yeah, I'm out again.
Boo falls.
So
Gored
bad.
by beak.
I'm gonna, in my falling over and dying, I'm just gonna pass the owlbear a note that just says, "Don't bother hitting me again. Just hit Simon instead. I'm already out."
So it's now your turn again.
Okay, I'm going to try and pin him to the ground with my longsword again, doing
Hey.
all the damage I can
Do it.
along the way. That is a 12 to hit.
You just miss with your longsword. You get really close to hitting it, but it does not strike any flesh of this owlbear's head. Simon, time to come back to life. Let's get another death save.
Let's see.
You got this.
Oh, I got a 3. Ugh.
That's one fail.
That's a second fail.
Oh, second fail. So
Yeah.
you have 2 successes, 2 fails.
Yes.
Nope.
All right, top of the next round. The owlbear is going to turn around and attack Toe. First with its beak,
Come on.
and misses, and then with its claws. And hits for 10 points of slashing damage.
Is it just always 10? I'm unconscious too now.
The second floor has now collapsed, and the first floor is now looking dangerously close to collapsing. All the tables and chairs and the barrels of ale have now caught fire, and it's looking like to be a dangerous mess in this place. We're going to start first with Boo. If you can make another death save, please.
Okay. That's a 19.
Okay, so that's a success. Toes, you can make a death save, please.
4.
That's your first fail. Simon, this is it.
Come
2
on,
successes,
Simon.
fails. Whatever happens is your fate.
Come back.
Oh, just barely with a 12.
Okay,
Oh,
Simon's back to life.
Yes.
1 hit point. You
okay.
can finish the rest of your turn.
I have a short sword, but I don't have proficiency with it. But anyway, I'm gonna try to stab the owlbear with the short sword.
Okay,
That's-
so go ahead and roll.
It's a disadvantage already because you're not proficient. Oh god.
I got a 20! Oh.
You rolled 20 twice?
No, I got 1. Oh, with disadvantage? Okay. Well, oh.
No. You don't have disadvantage.
Oh,
If
so
you're not proficient, you just don't get to add your proficiency bonus. So we'll take the 20. It's double damage. Go ahead and roll for damage.
Okay, damage with a short sword. I think it's 1d6?
I think it's 1d6 also.
Yeah, it is 1d6. 1d6 piercing. Okay. Okay, I got a 3. So
Okay,
would that be 6 damage if it's double?
that's right.
Okay.
Tell us how you use your short sword on this thing.
I'd like to stab up through the ribs. Or, yeah, through the
Okay.
stomach up past the rib cage.
Ugh, so when the sword leaves its body, it's a bloody mess. There are guts all over it. There's still blood gushing out of where the hand axe had struck the owlbear in its side. And it's squawking, and its feathers are falling off. It's looking very, very angry and upset at you, Simon.
I'm so dead, it's gonna hit me again.
Top of the next round, the owlbear is going to attack Simon. First with its
Yeah.
beak, and it hits for 10 points of piercing damage.
Yeah, I'm unconscious again.
Boo, now your turn.
Okay, I'm rolling again. That's a.
Up attacks and it's back down again.
I rolled a 5, so that's 1 fail, 1 success.
Okay. So, it's on you for a death save.
8. Fail.
Simon, you get to roll a death save already.
No, we love this. This is so bad. I got a 9, so
That's a fail.
It's a fail.
It's now the start of the next round, and the party, even though the party is all unconscious, a priest has entered, and she starts to drag Toe's body outside as she yells, "Get out! It's about to collapse!"
She's telling to the 2 unconscious bodies.
She doesn't know that. Boo! It's now your turn.
Whose turn is it?
Boo for a death save.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I didn't. 16.
The success. Toe.
Oh. I'm going to use my inspiration
Okay.
to not have a nat 1.
Okay.
I should have used it on the 8, but I didn't.
Yeah,
So,
that would have been good. So now you have 2 fails.
have died.
No, you need 3.
Yeah, you need 3.
Did I?
Yeah, you
Okay.
need 3.
Yeah, you need 3.
Yeah, you're at 2 fails now.
Okay. Cool. So I have 2 fails.
I got an 11.
Okay, so that's a success. The first floor is starting to collapse. The stairs have now totally caught fire. All the bedrooms and the kitchen area in the back is now totally caught fire and starting to fall apart. The walls of the exterior are all starting to fall apart.
God.
Boo, it's your turn.
Yup. That's a 4. That's another fail.
This is bad.
So the priest outside is going to lay hands on you and heal you, bringing you back to consciousness and giving you 5 hit points total.
Toe?
Go.
Oh, that was a really good move getting somebody.
Thanks. So, I'm going to go back in.
The priest said, no, it's going to collapse on you.
But my friends are in there.
We
Let
should
them
all
go.
die together.
Let them go. Alright, so Toe runs back in to a burning building.
Yes.
What are you doing now?
Can I drag Boo out to the priest?
No,
You
because
get past
it's completely
Simon.
surrounded. You could walk and grab Simon's body, but you'd have to get past the owlbear to do that.
Can I gauge how wounded the owlbear is?
It's looking more than halfway to its doom. It's looking very, very bloody in a couple different spots. Hand axe
Okay.
still lodged in its side. Yeah.
I'm going to try and pin it with my longsword again.
Don't
We're gonna
you
move
have,
forward one
like...
spot.
Okay.
I have a battle axe, but if I pin it with the longsword, it can't, like, come at me.
Battle axes just do a lot more damage, so you should just constantly hit it with that.
But my battle axe does just as much damage as my longsword.
Does?
Yeah.
No, it's a battle axe is 1d12.
Really? I got it as
Yeah,
I got
no,
it
it's
as
1d12. No. Oh wait, no, that's a battle axe, not a giant axe. I'm stupid.
Yeah. So it does just as much damage as longswords. I'm gonna go with the sword and try and pin this thing. The dice are not with me. I've got a 9 to hit.
That misses. Simon, it's time for death save.
How many have I failed and how many do I...
You
think you're 2
failed
and
1
1,
and
right?
succeeded 1.
Oh, it's
Failed
1 and 1.
succeeded
Okay.
Yeah.
16.
Okay, so that's 2 successes, 1 fail.
Thank you.
It's now the top of the next round. This owlbear is
Yes.
gonna turn around and try to strike Toe with its beak. And hits for 10 points of piercing damage.
Come on.
You're unconscious again, right?
Me? Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, this is so bad.
Boo, it's now your turn.
Okay, I'm rolling another save. That's a 4 again. Yeah, I'm dead for good.
What?
I rolled a
Yeah.
death save, and that was a 4. And I had
no.
2 failed death saves, so I'm dead.
Yeah.
No! Boo! We will mourn the loss of Boo properly at the end of this battle.
This is so bad. Seebo, I don't know how you're feeling watching this. This must be painful.
You're watching in silence as we all
Seebo's having the best
die.
night of his life so far. He doesn't know any of it.
Okay, so we gotta keep Simon and also Seebo on a leash so they never leave us ever again. So
the priest grabs your body and once again drags you back outside and lays hands on you, healing you, bringing you back from the brink. You are now at 3 hit points.
Okay, I'm not gonna waste it again this time. I'm gonna just go get help.
Waste it again.
No. Okay. And I'm going
So you're
to...
noticing that this structure is going to collapse in 2 rounds. The entire inn.
Oh my god. I need to get so lucky. Oh.
Okay. I'm gonna pray that that my prayer has worked and that no one will die awfully due to the structure, at least. And I'm going to see if I can get Seebo. Or, get
When you
Seebo.
say collapse,
Seebo's really far away. You have to run back to the center of town to do that. Each round is only 6 seconds.
I'll ask the priest who nearby could help fight.
He's like, I'm not running in there.
I'm gonna go to
She says, I'm not running in there.
Bathroom real quick.
So if you it collapsed in 2 rounds, does that mean 1 round and then the next round it will collapse, or?
Yep, that's what it looks like.
Oh god. Okay. I need to get very, very lucky.
Every action has a consequence.
So,
it's not the end of your turn. Are you going to do anything?
Can I see any other people around me, or is it literally deserted?
It's pretty much deserted. It's mid-afternoon. People are hella scared. They don't want to be harmed by anything that was killing the Red Angels, especially with the murder that happened this morning. So, you're not really seeing that anybody on the streets.
Toad is going to turn to the priest and say, I'm sorry, but I have to get my friends out of there.
Okay.
And he's going to run in and do his best to grab Simon and take him because he'd be lighter.
You can't move. The distance is too far.
So do I have to take the owlbear first?
Yeah, I mean the closest you can get is right to the left of the owlbear.
Alright. Why not?
Okay. That's the end of your turn?
I can't hit him after running in?
No, because the first part of your turn was spent getting healed. It would take longer.
So I don't want to be close enough to be hit.
I manage to make the save, you're right in my way to try to get out if I do make the save. So
okay.
Yeah.
I'll stay
right inside the front door?
I don't want to be hit by the falling stuff and I can't be particularly helpful, so I think I'll stand just outside the front door.
On the inside of the inn or the outside of the inn?
Outside.
Okay.
Because I'm not...
Simon, it's your turn.
Okay. I got an 11. Oh.
It's a success.
Okay, I'd like to run out.
So you want to take a disengage action first, so it doesn't hit you.
Yeah,
and your speed is 25 or 30?
30.
Okay, so you can get out, so you're with Toe, and you're alive.
Oh.
At the start of the next round, the owlbear doesn't do anything. Boo is dead, so now it's Toe's turn. You both see, Toe and Simon, you both see this inn is about to collapse at the end of this turn.
Okay, Toe is going to say...
Let's run
I don't
away.
know that there's anything we can do. Let's make sure we don't get hit. And go as far away from the inn as possible, but not out of eyesight.
The priest says, let's run to the Temple of the Raven Queen. We can watch what happens, and at least we'll be safe there.
Okay.
Yes.
So To follows along?
Yeah, I follow.
And Simon too? Okay.
Them. Let's run.
At the end of this turn, you watch as the entire inn starts erupting in flames. The entire second and third floor, which were a tower, falls, collapsing onto the main floor. All the bodies of your friends, including Boo, and Yulisa, and Rukavita, and Dez, and Okin, are all burnt up in this fire. The priestess casts Cure Wounds on Simon. Simon, go ahead and add another hit point, so you're now at 2.
2. Thank God.
Another priest runs out of the temple and says, which one of you needs help?
We both do.
Simon.
And the second priest heals Simon for another 4 hit points.
Okay, so I'm at 6.
Yeah.
Alright. I think
You're now starting to notice some of the guards shout, we gotta get this fire out!
I'm trying to decide between whether we should both try to sleep and take a rest or try to help put out the house. And I have a feeling that you're gonna go in the direction of help put out the house. But which I'd be cool with if there's any way we could heal ourselves up a little bit faster here. Or with
I have lay on hands. I can heal you 4 more if you'd like.
Well, how about yourself? How many hit points do you have?
3.
You should heal yourself, because I have more than you. I have 6.
Okay. I'll heal myself 4 hit points and suggest that because Simon had apparently had a bad incident with Oku, why don't you go get Seebo? And if you're comfortable, come back and help with the fire, and if not, this is the perfect time to get out of here. I know where to meet you. And otherwise...
Okay. I mean, now that... Well, actually, I don't know that Boo's dead, technically, right? Do I know that Boo's dead?
He's dead. He was in that thing.
Well, now that
if he's not dead, he's definitely collapsed under a giant pile of lumber and ashes.
Now that, so in this case, I no longer have any beef with Captain Oku, so I don't see any problem trying to put out the inn.
Okay. So we're gonna head over and put out the inn then. Help put out the fire.
Yeah.
So you're noticing there's a chain of townsfolk and guards, all with buckets, that lines up all the way to the rich docks, and they're kind of like passing each other water, passing each other buckets, and very slowly putting out the fire. So basically, 2 of you are joining this chain to help.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The priest and priestess who are with you continue to walk alongside you, and the priestess heals Poe for another 6 hit points, and the priest heals Simon for another 5 hit points.
Nice. Okay.
They both asked you, do you have enough? Because we'd like to put out the fire as well.
Oh, I mean, I have 11. I think that'd be good.
I do have enough. Thank you very much. Please help.
Thank you.
You're noticing that part of the chain of people with buckets includes Captain Oku and some of the guards that you've seen before, and they're all kind of also yelling at the same time. Can't believe this happened. What? Who started this fire?
Toe is going to try and move up the chain to get next to Captain Oku, and while passing things along, he's going to recount the events as clearly and precisely as he can.
Captain Oku lets out a massive sigh and says, this is definitely the same source of evil that attacked Egum this morning. I'm afraid somebody in that inn must have been one of the Red Angels. Did any of you find a scroll? Or is it too far gone? Because the building is a heap of flames at the moment.
It's a bonfire.
Indeed. Simon, did you find anything in there?
I was too busy trying not to die, I'm afraid.
This is a terrible, this is a terrible situation for our city. But I'd like to thank you both for helping us put the fire out. Come stop by tomorrow morning. I'd like to pay you for your services as junior investigators. And she puts a pin on Simon's clothing, saying, "You are now a party united."
Alright, I will have a completely blank look.
Okay. Where's your friend Seebo the gnome?
We don't
know.
We should find Seebo and tell him what happened.
Okay.
Do you have a safe place to sleep tonight?
I have the monastery, and he turns to Simon. They could probably take you in too.
And Seebo as well, perhaps.
Yeah. If they'd be willing, I would very much appreciate it.
Alright, well, we have a ton of work to do and a lot to investigate. There's also a quarantine tonight, so if your party has enough energy, perhaps once we've gotten this fire down, you'd be able to come and help us search through the rubble to see what else we can find in this horrible, horrible disaster.
Yes.
Yeah.
Boo was still inside when the thing collapsed.
Yeah, I can see that perhaps Boo didn't make it.
Well.
He was a good one, that soldier.
That he was.
He was.
He seemed to enjoy battle and the fortune that could be made from battle.
But I think he hit a kinder side as well.
Well, we'll have to find some place to reunite and think of our memories of Boo. But right now, I'll need to turn my attention to dousing the flames of the Red Eye. Very sad to see it go.
Yes.
The poor soul is trapped inside.
Oku resumes her work with her team. And meanwhile... Seebo?
Yeah.
Okay. Meanwhile, after about 2.5 hours of intimacy and passion, Emorin and Seebo have woken up to hear a clamor outside. All kinds of noise coming from the south, in the direction of the Red Eye Inn. And Emorin leans over and says, "Hey, Mr. Handsome, Mr. Gnome, what's all that noise going on outside?"
I have no idea. Do you think we should go and check it out?
You should both get our clothes on and check what's going on outside.
Yep. So we get dressed and ready to go out?
Okay. The two of you make your way south back towards the main intersection, and you see the inn totally destroyed, and your friends Toe and Simon looking pretty bruised but alive from a battle that they were clearly part of. Emorin gasps and says, "What happened to you both? And where's your tall friend Boo?"
Boo will be looking for his body tonight.
My word. Did he perish?
I think it's likely that Simon has gone into shock. So I'm kind of totally shut down at this point. I'm gonna go research the symptoms of shock. I'll be right back.
Like now?
I'm here. Well, online, and so I can figure out.
Okay.
I'm here. Yeah.
Okay. Oh my goodness! And he gives Seebo a tighter hug, and says, "Well, I know a couple of you were staying at the inn. Do you need a place to stay tonight?"
I had offered to let them sleep at the monastery. I don't know how much room you have, Emorin.
I can set up a nice little cot with some pillows in the front of my shop, and Seebo and I will share a bed. Right, Seebo?
He nods.
Toe is going to glance over at Simon and ask, where would you rather stay? Monastery or Emorin?
I'm just like completely shut down everything of like just standing there, kind of like staring.
Toe takes the hint and he says, I'll take Simon with me to the monastery and we'll talk through and get everything sorted out. But as a matter of fact, we might head over now. Do you mind taking our place in the water line?
Emorin says, oh no, I'm very happy to help. I love the red eye. I would do anything to help it. Seebo, we should both help.
We definitely should.
Thank you.
Okay, so there's now a couple more people part of the water line trying to douse the fire of the red eye. You're noticing a slow trickle of townsfolk is now crowded around the red eye. Some are just watching what's going on. They're like shaking their head, kind of bowing in silence at the spectacle of the fire and ashes and the smoke that's now billowing into the sky. This is a sad day for Rakxe. That it's one of its most famous buildings has erupted in flames. So you're noticing a lot of very sad faces on the streets, including Tommik, who you see coming from the direction of Emorin's shop. You now see Tommik standing there as well, kind of shaking his head.
At this point, I think Toe and Simon are heading direction monastery. So are they seeing these people and interacting with these people, or are they just beelining?
They can just beeline. You can just go to the monastery, yeah.
Okay,
I mean,
take care of Simon first.
I'm Toe has to kind of drag me to get me to move.
Yeah.
It's totally shut down, not seeing anything, just,
He doesn't mind.
Smoke.
He doesn't mind.
So the entire water line has managed to get the fire to stop flickering, and there's a lot of smoke that needs to settle, but you're noticing some of Oku's team is now there picking apart the rubble and trying to take notes, reconstruct the story, and salvage items and objects from the Red Eye. They're currently doing their investigation work. Emorin asks Seebo, so I guess you're staying with me then?
It seems like it.
That's a good thing I have a fish that we can share.
I guess so.
Did you have any idea this morning that you'd be spending the night with me, sweet one?
No, I did not. This is very weird, but also I'm glad I have you by your side. And holds his hand.
Alright, he holds your hand as well and gives you a kiss on the forehead and says, well, I'm pretty sure we're gonna have a nice dinner, and I'm glad your friends decided not to stay in my shop. And he starts walking with you hand in hand back to the tailor shop.
So before we head out, so do I see Captain Oku nearby?
Yeah, you do. She's with the team. She's with her team, kind of picking apart at the rubble.
So, Emorin, I'll actually meet you at your place, but I think I have to talk to Captain Oku about a bunch of stuff. I'll catch you there.
Okay. And he leans over and says, is it okay if I pick you up? I want to kiss you before I go. and he pokes you in your stomach.
Wait, so what do you mean by pick him up? Like when I'm done?
No, I want to lift you and give you a kiss before.
Oh, pick me up. Oh, okay. I thought like okay. Yeah, so he picks me up and then I give him a kiss.
Yeah, and gives you a kiss, he puts you back down and says, Can't wait to see you later, Seebo. And he starts...
I'll see you call one.
He has like a super smile on his face and like a jump in his step as he makes his way back home to his shop. Captain Oku sees you and says, "Oh, there you are, Seebo. Did you want to ask me something?"
So what happened here? I mean, like, things happen so sudden. I have no idea what's going on.
Something set the Red Eye on fire. And I don't know the order of what happened at what time, but we see that there are bodies of a number of people inside, including
how many body count?
At least 6.
Oh wow! Including what?
Including Rukavinta is dead. All her staff looks like they're dead, and I think we saw the goggles of your fighter friend. But your goggles I managed to save before they melted into an unusable pair of specs. Maybe I can give these to you as a token of Boo's memory.
I'll hold on to them. Did you find his body though?
We found his body. It was under a pile of stone and wood.
Oh wow, he's in a little bit of shock, so he is not having much word for a bit. He is lost of words a little bit. And where do you plan to take the bodies?
Some of the bodies are too far burnt to be buried properly, but the bodies that we can salvage we'll probably take to the monastery.
So was Boo's body able to be salvaged?
I'm afraid I don't know at this point. Maybe we'll have some answers in the morning.
Okay.
But maybe you and your team can help investigate what could have been the cause of all this, because clearly the means of murder is the same at the Red Eye as what happened to Ego. Murder by fire.
That sounds... yeah. Oh, goodness. This is a lot to me right now because I didn't have any idea of what's going on, and then like my friend is dead, and this is terrible. Yeah, I guess I'll see you tomorrow morning. This is a lot to process.
This is a lot to take in. I'm sorry for any loss that might have happened this evening, but my men are good men, and we will do our best to clean this up and try and figure out who did this and why. So far, we have not seen any kind of scrolls like we saw at Captain Jamos's murder and at Egam's murder. But you stop by tomorrow, Seebo, and I'll tell you what I know.
Okay, thank you. And yeah, I'll see you tomorrow morning.
Okay. Praise to the Raven Queen for keeping us alive.
Indeed, praise to be. So, Seebo is now gonna walk back to the tailor shop.
Meanwhile, at the monastery, basically, Emorin's tailor shop is across the street from the monastery. So the three of you are not that far from one another. At the monastery, Toe has found some curates to heal them to maximum hit points, and they have fed you and given Simon a bed and a safe place to stay for the evening.
Okay.
The rector looks very distraught and upset at all of it, and he's sort of like praying with several members of his staff and Toe in the room, saying, If this is the destiny Ilmater wanted, we must find a way to respect it somehow. This was not what we as mere mortals anticipated, but perhaps what he, as a god of higher knowledge and capability, only he would know what the purpose of this was. I would like to express some regrets about asking Toe to serve you so rapidly this morning by joining this party of investigators. But I thought this was in the best interests of serving a higher power. Ilmater, give us a sign, give us a symbol of the direction we should go in to correct these wrongs and serve justice as our master. The rector and his team all sort of closed their eyes, sort of humming a low hum. And one by one they opened their eyes and sort of nod wordlessly at Toe, in a way confirming that Toe is doing the right thing to serve Ilmater outside of the monastery and not stay within the doors of the monastery.
Toe bows his head and closes his eyes and says, "Thank you. Praise be to Ilmater. I will return occasionally to check on my friend Simon, but otherwise seems I'm most needed outside." And with another praise be to Ilmater and a small bow, he leaves and heads over to the rubble.
May Ilmater be with you and shelter you the rest of this evening, adventurer.
But yeah, so Simon is out for the count for the evening, if not possibly longer. That was pretty bad.
So Simon, because you're going to be out, you can go ahead and select your spells for the next day, because you're going to get a full night's rest.
Yeah. I think I have to make some kind of what's it called? I got very lucky, and I feel like I need to suffer a little bit for that.
Yeah.
Anyway. Yeah. So.
I mean, some luck and some not so much luck. If Seebo was with the group, perhaps this thing would not have happened. I mean, who knows what would have happened in the timeline.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I have some ideas, but it does not matter.
So Toe, what are you doing? Are you staying in tonight? Are you going out?
Well, it appears Ilmater wants me to do all I can outside the monastery, so I'm gonna head back to the rubble, like I said, and meet Oku to help dig through the rubble.
Okay, Seebo, you are with Emorin. He's asking. Emorin's flirting with you, Seebo, and over dinner of fish and cabbage and slaw.
I want to metagame so bad right now to make fun of Seebo. I want to metagame so bad.
You are dead. That is.
Type it in the chat, boo.
Okay.
Yeah, let it out on chat.
And so Emorin says, "So, you think it's the Red Angels that set that Red Inn on fire? What do you think, Seebo?"
I have no idea, but it's just I'm having a lot of mixed emotions. Like, I'm happy to spend this much time with you and get to really know you, and you know, get to know each other a little bit physical as well. That has been very great. Like, I was having such a good day until Red Eye started to burn down and all of that. And I also heard from Oku that Rukavinta and Okan and all the staffs are dead, including some of the people who were staying at the inn, so this is such a shock. And I understand that you were very close with Rukavita.
I was very close to Rukavita. She was my best friend in town. Oh, this is horrible. I'm not sure if I can sleep tonight.
Yeah, it's a lot to process. So, do you think this is the Red Angels who possibly attacked Red Eye?
I don't know what to think. I thought at first, when I heard about Egum, that the Red Angels were targeting Egum. But then, as it turns out, people are saying that Egum was one of the Red Angels. That she had a mask and a cape hidden inside her house. So, if she was one of the Red Angels, and Captain Gemos was one of the Red Angels, who else in town is one of the Red Angels? And how many of them are there?
I have no idea. But where did you hear this from?
Oh, just from people in the town square. We were talking about our business and talking about the murders going on in this town.
Well, so this is what I know so far. So I heard from my private, from Captain Oku and some of the information saying that there are about 5 or 6 people who are part of Red Angel, aka the Vigilantes. And one of them is actually pretty tall guy, just like you are. And I have to ask you this hard question that I've been meaning to find out, because it's, first of all, it breaks my heart that I have to ask you this, and I don't want this to be true, but I have to ask.
So he's starting to cry a little bit.
Wait, who's crying?
Go ahead, Seebo, ask.
Are you part of Red Angel? And please be honest with me.
I thought we had something really good and really special. But for you to accuse me of being one of the Red Angels? How could you? How could you, Seebo? I've never lied to you about anything.
I'm not accusing you of anything. I am just asking you, and then I just want a sincere response, that's all. And
sounds like
it's nothing.
I feel like you're accusing me.
So you're saying, and Seebo is a little bit lost of words. So were you, okay, then let's talk about something else. That fish was delicious. He's trying to
Seebo, sweet one, you can't change the subject like this. You just accused me of being one of the town's vigilantes and murderers. And I know we've only known each other for such a short time, but what else have I shown you that would make you think that I could do such heinous acts? I'm just a simple tailor trying to make his way in a town full of tin makers. I wish we could rewind today 3 hours that this conversation never happened.
So are you telling me that you're not Red Angel? Give me a definite answer.
I can't imagine why anyone would think I'm one of the Red Angels. Just because I'm tall? This is discrimination against tall people.
So do you think Kanuta is one of them?
It's not me. That's all I know.
What was your arrangement with Egan? Why did you start teaching her how to sew and all that?
Oh, well, she said she was thinking about joining a theater troupe, and she needed someone to teach her costume design, which is one of my specialties. So we set up a little contract, and she came over, and I would teach her at night how to stitch and sew and use the loom. She was a great little student, actually. But she was afraid her fisher friends would all make fun of her for wanting to change careers. So she told me to never say anything about it. And so we signed a mutual agreement saying that I would help her, and she would pay me, and I would promise to never tell anybody about it. And now I'm telling you, because I guess since she's dead, I don't have to honor the agreement anymore.
Were you guys close before you guys got into the arrangement?
I would say we had a business relationship, not a friendship, the same way I did with Rukavinta. Seebo, I have a lot of things that I need to think about, and I need to wake up early tomorrow, so I don't know if it's a good idea if you stay in my house tonight. Maybe you should just finish this fish and scoot on out of here.
Okay, I guess that's for the best. So he puts the plate away and then give him a little hug and then heads out.
He also gives you a little hug, and he holds you really tightly and says, "Forgive me. If I've done something wrong, just forgive me." I'm sorry, Seebo.
I'm sorry too. It's something that was conflict of interest, and it was a bad timing. Everything was just bad timing. I'm sorry. But you know how I feel about you, Tall One. And if you ever need me, let me know.
I'll remember that. And he's sniffling a little bit. He's patting his eyes with a handkerchief. He says, I guess it had to be this way.
Maybe. We don't know. But for now, I think we need a break from each other.
We do.
Okay.
Well,
until next time, I'll see you then.
I'll see you, sweet one.
Bye, Tall One. And Seebo makes the exit.
So, Seebo, you're standing outside the tailor shop. Look, Emorin has already dimmed the lantern, so it looks like he might be going to bed. You're right across the street from the monastery. The town square's north of you. It's around 8-something in the evening. What do you do?
When was the last time we saw Kanuta?
The last time the party saw Kanuta was at the dance party inside the Red Eye the prior night.
So I guess I'm gonna go to the monastery and join the rest of the group.
Okay, so you go back to the monastery. You're noticing that Toe is putting his boots back on, and like he's ready to go back outside. You also notice that Simon looks dead asleep, with a frightened look on his face, like his hair standing on end, and no sign of Boo.
So
I'm heading back out.
To where?
To the rubble. Are you going to need a place to sleep tonight?
I don't know if I would sleep at all, but I don't know. I'm not sure, to be honest. But you're going to rubble yourself? What about Simon?
Simon, and he glances at Simon. Simon is out cold. I suggest you don't make a noise, if possible. But if you want a bed to sleep in, you can take mine. Just head upstairs and enter the third small door to your left. It's pretty empty, but you should see a pair of boots of Quemini on the floor.
So, actually what? I don't know if I will be any use to Simon right now. So I'm actually gonna go to the rubbles with you.
Okay. We could probably use all the hands possible.
Yeah. And it's gonna be a long night for a lot of people.
Yeah.
There's definitely a weird atmosphere in the air as this party has encountered a number of combinations of its own people being murdered, as well as the city of Rakxe itself encountering different combinations of its people being murdered. This might be a good time to reflect on this, perhaps with the help of the rector, or perhaps with the direction of Captain Oku. And this will probably be the last thing that we do in today's session.
Come to think of it, Captain Oku could be helpful, but my spirit is bruised. Would you join me in going up to the rector?
Sure, I would join you.
Alright. And Toe leads the way.
So it's around 8:30, 9 o'clock. The rector is still wide awake. He can't sleep. He invites the two of you into his very nice office, asks you sit down, and says, What troubles the two of you this evening? Wonder if it's the same troubles I've been having after such an eventful day.
I think it's been many things, but mostly it's been the most excitement that I've had in years, and I'm not entirely sure where to go from here.
I have a number of ideas for you, but I think your team should discuss.
Probably.
Seebo, since you knew Nyx so well, did Nyx have any children or any family? Who do we send a message to about the fact that she died today? Do you know anything about her past or where she's from?
I don't particularly remember of like the family and stuff. I just remember her telling us about her tales, you know, like traveling with pirates and things like that. My group might know something else, perhaps, so Simon might remember something, but in terms of family, I do not remember much about Nyx's family.
Seebo, this is something that has been plaguing me all afternoon, is that we know very little about Nyx's past and family, and I'd like to notify them that we have their daughter, and we will rest her bones properly, as in gnomish custom. What gnomes typically do is celebrate the life of their lost gnome by telling stories of all the things that she did, by having a feast in her name and honor, and by drinking to enjoy and remember the positive times in the gnome's life. If you could find her family and deliver this news and honor Nyx in the way she was meant to be, that would greatly give the family some resolution. But what it sounds like is that you and maybe your friends don't know very much about her past. Perhaps you need to speak with some pirates or captains in the area. There are many in the Seven Sisters, and maybe more you can find out by traveling north.
I think from what I have heard, she appeared to know this Ephraim Wake wandering around town, and he was a cook under the same captain that I sailed with. So we do have somewhere to begin.
Let's remember to do this. Perhaps after the pandemic in Rakxe has died down.
Yeah,
I think we can get on that, and Nyx would appreciate that as well, so I'll be on it.
The death of Egum, the death of Rukavinta, and all her staff, this troubles me greatly. I need much time this evening, maybe this week, maybe this lifetime, to pray and ponder. What is the purpose of all this? What great design does Ilmater have in mind for us to learn.
If you ever would like another voice to join in prayer with yours, feel free to call me, because I too would like some answers.
A knock on the rector's office door, and you notice one of the town's guards come in and says, "Rector, can I speak to these two in private?" The rector says, "What's this about?" "This is about something that we found in the rubble of the Red Eye." Rector bows and exits the room. The Crown's Guard walks over to the two of you and says, "We found something in the rubble of the Red Eye that we believe belongs to one of your party members, a fighter. Boo is his name, correct?"
Yes.
Yes, it's his name.
Town's Guard shows you a small dagger, a ceremonial dagger, with red garnet gems inside the center, and what looks to be a design like a flaming tongue along the blade. And he says, "What do you know about this weapon?"
Is this the dagger that Toe, when we were at the tree, and he detected magic, he, detected the blade or something?
This is.
Okay. Well, Toe speaks up and he says, "I cast Detect Magic and sensed it a while ago. And it was a dagger that we received from Tommik. That they received... Wait, do I know this?
Yeah, we can say that you told each other that story. Why not?
Okay. And it's a dagger that they apparently received from Tommik. It's a special dagger that does some extra fire damage. And I think Boo used it only once.
Only once? Whatever, I'm not here. I'm a ghost. That was Boo's ghost. I didn't use that once, I used that multiple times. Back to the afterlife.
It's called the Furbow of Flames, and the activation word needs to be spoken, which is, quote, purification by fire, if I remember correctly.
Purification by fire. What language is that? And how do you pronounce the word?
It's pronounced, I believe, something like Pawoka.
So you do know about this. Can I ask...
Pawaka. And then I'm back to the afterlife again.
Can I ask, has Boo been in your sights the entire time you've been in Rakxe? And he looks at the both of you.
He was with us the most of the time, yes.
This is suspicious.
I haven't known him for more than 12 or 20 hours, but I believe that when he wasn't in our sight, he was drinking in the tavern.
Aha. I'd like to be able to rule him out as a suspect in the murders that have been happening in Rakxe. But with a weapon like this, it causes the same kind of damage that we've seen strike Egum and Gemos and Ika's hut this morning. So you can see we have a bit of a quandary.
Yes.
Did Boo commit all these crimes, as the murder weapon seems to be the same, magical fire, in all these cases? Or is Boo innocent of all these crimes?
Take my word as you will. Believe that he is innocent, for the first murders of Captain Jamos occurred before Boo even knew of the dagger's existence, as far as we know. And unless you find a second ceremonial dagger associated with his body, this dagger was gifted to Boo by Tommik.
Seebo, do you know anything more about how this dagger came into Boo's ownership and how Boo has used this weapon in the past?
This is very interesting because there were already murders happen, as Toe pointed out, before Boo came into possession of this weapon. So in a way, we need to figure out how Tommik got a hold of this weapon, first of all. Second of all, we have to figure out whether there is a second dagger, just like this. Or third, it does seem very special in terms of what it does, and then it does not seem, in my knowledge, that it will be very common. But at the same time, I cannot rule out the fact that there might be another one.
This is helpful information, Ranger.
Also, and I think we have to investigate more on Tommik.
Oh, why?
He had the weapon at the time of crimes.
And a suspiciously large quantity of magical items.
Yeah, this is... I've been living in this town quite a long time, and I know this is pretty normal for Tommik to receive and exchange items and weapons like this fairly regularly, but perhaps the person who gave him this specific weapon needs to be investigated a little further. I will follow up by asking Tommik tonight.
Thank you. Let us know tomorrow if you need any help, because I unfortunately feel rather exhausted.
Yeah. Well, I'm working with Captain Oku. You can ask for the town's guard Smithers to follow up on this questioning we have about Tommik. But I bid the rest of you good evening, and thank you very much for helping answer these questions.
Thank you.
Our pleasure.